So the battle is on. Is it going to be Debibi United or Tamale cities? You know, they've been in the Premier League before, but Debibi, this is their first time trying to just bump into the Premier League. So we are here at the Nations Wembley. But one question that we ask ourselves, is it going to follow the normal trend? Are we going to follow the general phenomenon that the BA teams always qualifies when it comes to this derby? So here at the Nations Wembley, who is going to win? Is it going to be DBB or Tamale Cities? The queen is here, as she has already introduced herself, always looking elegant, gorgeous, beautiful, handsome. But don't forget, I'm Nana Kwesiajman. Prempeh Junior can call me Najee, the darling boy.
I love the question, who is going to win? We will deliberate more about that. Let's go straight to the pitch. We have our gentlemen there ready to take us through the good interview you can ever have on today on your screen. So let's go straight to the pitch.
So we are live here at Accra Sports Stadium, venue for attraction this afternoon here at the capital city of Ghana, Accra Sports Stadium. It is the live coverage of the Access Bank Division 1 League final play of a game between Tamale City and Debibi United. My name is Krobias and we are live on AFA Sports and AFA Sports Plus on the digital terrestrial channel. We are also live on Adum Television, Original TV, as well as Kesben Television. And today happens to be the blockbuster KG encounter game between Tamale City and Debibi United. Who is qualifying at the end of the day to gain the slot for the next season's Ghana Premier League 2026-2027. I'm doing this with Justice College. Justice College, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Krobia.
Well, interesting day, interesting, moment so far as Ghana football is concerned. Season 1, A and B, and then final day, so far as Udrobenya slot, joining Ashanti Gold 04 and Posity to making it 3 teams, one more Ebabi Primo or the Ghana Premier League. Saying Anna will share said the Nedi, ABC Akwafa.
I think, sir, the day we all have been waiting for is the day. This is the moment, this is the time. This is the opportunity for 2 teams, to make it. After playing 28 matches in Zone 1A and Zone B. Zone 1B, it is an opportunity. Say, bra, wa breeding, make it into the Premier League. And it is a big game. This is not the situation whereby I say, Okwakubo will be home. No Akasu will be a sisime. And no intimidation be a koso. And I think, say, a ball over the center of the country, Accra Sports Stadium, the biggest stadium in Ghana, and take opportunity to move your team. Yabobo and we are the obesuna ya said the city. Soon and yes, Walusu gain or share a quintin bra wa bre, and it's what Babu do this stage. Want to make it to the Premier League. And we are hoping to be a fantastic game from 2 teams. Remember a good game. I enjoy a fantastic game. Now the better side, a bit mania qualification into the Premier League.
Well, so share since you share a play of Jumedi as Yabra Zone 1 division no more a dividing more. I think a couple of teams are many opportunity are qualified there, but no one of the teams are going to be partaking in this playoff Untuminkana Tamale City and Fim. Would this be the opportunity for them in terms of one superiority, one more tasty bidano, a bit to me that slight advantage over Debibi United?
It is an opportunity for them because the maiden playoff.
All right, so we go straight into the studio. So Naya, you take over from studios.
Thank you so much. Justice College said the day we've all been waiting for is finally here. All road leads to Accra Sports Stadium right this minute. If you are home, you are missing a lot. But you can still watch us on AFA Sports Channel, Glow TV, Metro TV, and Original TV.
Yes, of course, we are very much ready over here. This has been the game everyone has been waiting for. And indeed, it's going to be monumental, vintage, beyond evaluation and beyond imitation. I am Robert Konya, I have Daniel Dangana over here with me. We are going to be engaging the fans and then we are going to be getting them. Daniel, what do you expect from the fans tonight?
Good afternoon, my brother. I think that it's going to be another mouth-watering encounter between these 2 teams, looking at the fact that they've various zones that they are one of the best teams you can talk about. So we're expecting something big from these 2 teams. And also, the fans are here in numbers, and we're expecting a lot of expectations from these 2 teams. And yes.
Okay, so we are going to give you the thoughts of the fans. Ever since this game was introduced, in 2021-2022 season. It has always been the
Thank you so much, Robert and Daniel Naji.
I think that right has said they are the fan zone and they know the normal,
Yeah.
or there is going to be a paradigm shift when it comes to the playoff. I'll guess but I'll leave it for you.
Yeah. We'll do a quick break before we introduce our guest to you. Before we do that, know that Debibi United top zone 1B with 60 points. Tamale United claimed the zone A a slot with 55 points. The winner ends promotion to the Ghana Premier League. On that note, stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, Nana, you can see the fans shouting for their various teams because the teams are on the pitch now. So our guests are in the studios. To my right, I have Ghana's finest coach and chief scout, Coach Ebenezer Akwesi Sefa. When you talk about the Ghana Premier League, I'm talking about the domestic league. He's on top. So Coach Sefa is here. And on my left, immediate left, I have one of the connoisseurs, the pundits, a sports journalist with original TV and Metro TV. So when you talk about Ignite Media, he's one of us, Ebenezer Amuzu. They call him the sports tiger. Guys, welcome and good afternoon. Thank you. Coach, how are you doing? I'm enjoying it. How good? Sabine is good. The atmosphere is very good. And I love the way the fans are. And this is what we are all expecting. This is Ghana football. The Division 1 playoff is Tamale City coming back or Debibi first attempt. And I love the way the players appear onto the pitch. So I think that the atmosphere is very good. Everything is set for a big game. And whether Coach Niyama and then Hamza Mohammed, who is going to be the winner? I like to see. And I just love that. Okay, Tiger, let's talk about euphoria. Looking at the way the supporters are really happy when the players just got onto the pitch.
very interesting, and such games always attract such atmosphere. Far away from Tamale, far away from here, you could expect that they always want to charge the atmosphere and then cheer their amazing. So and we only hope that we are going to have a friendly environment. Even though as we cheer their teams, we have a friendly environment. So to say that we are going to end the game around 60 shots, that should be a thing of the past. Let's see the friendly nature of football, even though it's competitive. Let's see that it's competitive. And then we hope that it's going to be a good game today at that class festival.
So don't forget we are live on Adum TV, live on Joy Prime, Original TV, Metro TV, Globe TV, AFA Sports Channel, and AFA Sports Plus. Here at the Nations Wembley, I'm talking about the Accra Sports Stadium. It is the playoff. The battle is on. Debibi United, who are playing their mind against Tamale cities. So Coach Ebenezer Kwesi Sefa, I want to talk about all the tactical approach to the game. Coach is here. Coach, you know the two coaches very, very well. What should you expect from them this afternoon?
I think I've always been telling you, when it games like this, you don't go for tactics or system. Because it's just one of a game. You have the opportunity of playing a return game. It's more or less an FA Cup.
Okay.
So you just go out, make sure that you score your goal and you manage the game. Hamza Mohamed has been here before. Niyama has played on this pitch before with Accra Youth Olympics. Both coaches have played 28 games. Debibi coach Niyama had 19 wins. Hamza had 15 wins. 10 conceded and then 3 conceded. So it tells you that it's going to be a difficult battle for both sides. Looking at the strikers, I mean, we talk of some of Tamale City. He has scored a number of goals. He has scored 10 goals. And of course, we talk of Kojeju. Not the Kojeju, the position. The Kojeju, the player. He has scored 14 goals. So it tells you that look, it's going to be a difficult battle for both teams. Then we have got one player in the football, Sarkodie. And I think that is one player.
Not the musician Sarkodie.
Not the musician Sarkodie. So it tells you that look, we are really, really going to enjoy the game. But I believe, as Eben said, we need to look at the tactical aspect of the players. The tactical and the focus of the players. Yes, Debibi has spoken the whole of this week. When you monitor the radio station, the TV station, they have been talking to them. But Tamale City maybe have something that they are feeling. They have been there before. And I think that the fans have been here to support them. I believe that we're going to see a good game. And I also think that we are going to see individual brilliance from these two teams this afternoon.
Let me go for the goals. Without the tactics, how can we score the goals?
What I mean, good. So if you decide to go the 4-3-3, 4-2-1, 4-5-1, probably you may thinking about how to adjust the system or probably to improvise. He may choose to go with probably all attacking game, get a corner kick, force you to probably make mistakes within the final 10. He's going to punish you. You can play your tactics, but you cannot rely solely on tactics. Out of 3, he may be able to put one there for me. If I should be able to get into the final 10, I've got a speedster in the team that when I put the ball behind the final 10 of their opposing defense, I'm good to go. Tactics is important, but in this particular game itself, if you rely solely on tactics, you're going to fail.
If you rely solely on tactics, you are going to fail. I'm going straight to Amuzu. Amuzu, we started this playoff with Tamale City. They've been here before, 2021, 2022. Do you think Debibi can face them today?
Of course, I think that Debibi are ready to face them. When you look at the winning rate, Debibi and of course Coach Niyama are ahead of Tamale City and then Hamza Mohamed. So I believe that in terms of winning rate and how to win games, Debibi are ahead of Tamale City. But I think that for a team to get to this stage means that the team is already a winner.
Yeah.
So either teams can win. But I believe that they understand this terrain. They know what it takes to play the Ghana Premier League and how it feels to play league. They want to also taste the game. I'm sure they will not let this chance slide because if it slides, they have to come back next year. So definitely, I'm sure they are going to put all their eggs in this basket. Leadership, compact, and then they understand the rhythm of football in this country. So I believe that it's going to be a very difficult game for both sides. But if you ask me for the team that has taken my neck out for, I think Tamale City has the edge over Debibi United. Slightly.
Yeah, Amuzu, let me ask you once again. Are we going to see the same trend? when it comes to the playoffs, because the dominance has always been the PA teams. I'm talking about the three regions. This time around, are we going to see a paradigm shift, or we are going to follow the same trend?
I just said that I think that they are well structured. But you see, one thing has to do with Tamale City. They understand the rudiments and then the rhythm of the Ghana Premier League. They've been in Ghana football for a very long time, and then looking at the geopolitical situation, they want to also make a case for themselves. RTs in Tamale, and they also want to be part of the Tamale company. So I believe that Tamale City have a little edge of I go in for Tamale City.
So, Ebenezer Abuzu Sports Tiger going for Tamale City. I know Daniel Ni Ajay, former player for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, assistant coach for Heart of Lions. He is the ambassador when you talk about the Division 1 League. He's here, and Kwabia will be speaking to him. So, as a former goalkeeper of the Ghana Black Stars, one of the legends, Abubakari Damba, is also here. But I'll go straight to Coach Ebenezer Sefa. Coach, let's go to the striking department. Two deadly strikers for both sides. What should I expect from this team? Because you are talking about not playing tactics, and I understand your point. Because this is not a time of playing the 4-4-2 or the 4-3-3. Variations will come inside, but it all depends on these two deadly strikers. Which of them do you think that he will be autocratic this afternoon for his team?
Now, in modern trend football, you don't rely on only strikers.
Okay.
That is why when I hear Ghanaians talk of we don't have strikers in the country, it is a teamwork.
Yeah.
When you go to Europe, you don't see strikers scoring goals. You see wingers scoring, you see offensive players scoring. So it's about a teamwork. But in this case, of course, we talk of Kodeji, he has scored 14 goals for his side, Debibi. And of course, Musa has also scored 10 goals for his side. Look at the two goalkeepers. I mean, Tijani has scored a lot of 15 clean sheets this morning in terms of clean sheets. I don't believe in clean sheets because look, in terms of competing, you may have about 2 shots on target, I may have about 15. I'll be able to save 7. You may be able to save 1. At the end of the day, I should be able to be proud of myself. But I believe that it's going to be very tactical. Abuzi was talking about Tamale City being in the Premiership before. It's just one of the game. That is why a Division 2 side can be a Premiership side. Sure. Because if it goes into the tactics, you may fail. This is a game that look, you get your chance, you take your chance. It's about also motivation. There's a 1B teams have always seen them. And for me, I think that Debibi is more motivated to beat Tamale City this afternoon.
We've started the war in the studio already. Yeah. This is indeed a clash. Amuzu is going for Tamale City, and Coach Eben is going for Debibi United. Let me take you to the officiating field. We have referee Nathan. Yes, Anafo on the field today.
He's one of the finest referees that you can look at in the Ghana Premier League. But we are calling for the laws of the game. He needs to be respected after this game. The reason why the FA decided to have Zone 1A and Zone 1B is the clash of the supporters.
Yeah.
I'm happy today the fans are being separated because of officiating. And I believe that people are talking about officiating in our league because they are humans, they make mistakes. Yeah. But there should be a genuine mistake. This is a crucial game that as a referee, if you make mistakes, try not to use the laws of the game. It will be on the head throughout because one of the side that loses the game will definitely going to mention you. We are fortunate to have Nana Kwame Dankwa, who is a football administrator. He has been with Marshall Santi Kotoko for so many years. He's now the CEO of Okoro United. He understands the game and knows what is entails. I'm happy he is the match commissioner today. And of course, the fourth referee, a very good friend of Najee. Here, that is referee Maswal Hansen, popularly known as Executioner. And I'm sure he's one of the finest referees that you can have in the system. I'm believing in them, and I'm sure that they're going to use the rules of the game to officiate this afternoon's game.
Amuzu, what do you have to say about that?
Well, when we talk about officiating, the center man is the main architect on the pitch. I think that casting your mind back, you realize that Nathan Anafo was a FIFA referee. He has a FIFA badge, he had a FIFA badge, but due to some circumstances, the badge was withdrawn. I'm sure that he would want to make a case for himself. He's already a Ghana Premier League referee who officiates in the GPL this season. So I want to see a stiff authority of the rules on the pitch. Many people believe that when it comes to these one-off games, in terms of qualification to the Premier League, that authority, that fairness in referee Nathan Anafo, I believe that he has what it takes to be fair, and he's going to stand his authority upon the game, and then we are going to see a very good game today here at the Class Sports. Anyway, I believe that Tamale is always going to come back.
We are here to witness a very good game. Najib, what do you have to say? We have our men on the pitch and they are ready for us. So just wrap it up.
If I can come in just a minute.
Okay.
You know, we are looking at this. We have Chief Falasta Chiefs, one of the best football scouts agents that you can have here. Moses Amapaka, the Bangula of Mediama, is also on his way here. We have Niaje.
Yeah, Niaje is here. Mwaka Damba is here.
Yes, these are great people who are coming to watch this game. And it's not just coming to watch. Most of them are coming to scout. I mean, the one who goes away, and then the one who loses probably may get his players moving around. And it's on TV, Alpha TV, Metro TV, and original TV. Everybody and globally, everybody is watching this game. So I believe that look, the fans need to control themselves, and I'm happy about the security that I've seen here.
And don't forget, if you want the best scouter here, I can tell you, he can discover the best player for you. I will not joke with that.
Let's go straight to the pitch. We have who are those on the field?
Yeah, Klobia Asante is there.
Klobia is there, and
Justice Kole is also there.
Justice Kole. If you guys can hear us, kindly take over.
We are still live here at the Accra Sports Stadium. It is the final playoff of Zone 1 A and B, Tamale City and Debibi United. Exactly 3 p.m. The game will kickstart right here at the Nations Wembley Accra Sports Stadium. My name is Klobia Asante, still live here at Accra Sports Stadium. Joining me is the legendary coach Abubakar Damba, former Black Stars goalkeeper, legendary of our course. Coach, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Coach. Coach, it's an interesting day. It's a beautiful moment here at Accra Sports Stadium. And we all know this is another opportunity for the lower tier Ghana second tier league for clubs to also gain promotion back into the premiership level. Zone 1A and B, we are having the final playoff between Tamale City and Debibi United. Coach, what do you have to say these teams' performance throughout from their various groups, and now they are here to play for the final slot so far as the upcoming 2026-2027 Ghana Premier League is concerned?
Well, I have to say that it is we all have to pat ourselves on the back and say, you know, Ghana football is becoming very interesting, and of course it's becoming very competitive. You see these two teams, Debibi won. They topped the group and ended with 60 points.
60 points, yeah.
And Tamale City topped and ended with 55 points.
Yeah.
So this tells you how competitive the whole thing has been. Another ball game altogether. And interestingly, I need to let you know, the coach here with Debibi is one of my students, License A, the new convention, and the Tamale City coach is also one of the License A coaches. So these are guys who are come through the new conventions, and they are now abreast with the modern trends of coaching.
Sure.
So definitely you see it in the DNA of both teams.
Okay.
So it is going to be a very, very, very academic football that we're going to watch.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm very excited to be here, but I cannot wait to see what is going to happen.
Well, Coach, so far we have more 30 minutes plus before kickoff. Spectatorship-wise, what would you say so far as the number of spectators who are already present here to witness this memorable day?
Well, I will say I am disappointed. Why? Because I expected to see many more numbers, but you cannot rule it out. The game hasn't started. Maybe very soon the stadium will come a little bit packed. But that notwithstanding, I believe very strongly that it's going to be an interesting game. That is the most important thing. But the fans should not deny themselves good football. So wherever the fans are, if they are listening to me, please make your way, come to the Accra Sports Stadium right now and witness fantastic football.
Coach, who is gaining the premiership slot after 90 minutes?
Well, it's from a technical point of view. I wish I was a soothsayer to talk about it. But I tell you what, I can only make those predictions or those observations after the first half, because football is a game of two halves. But for now, I think it is going to be a ding-dong battle for now.
All right, Coach, nice speaking with you, and we will meet at the back there. Right, so that was the legendary himself, Coach Abubakar Damba, and he has also had his thoughts concerning this KG encounter between Tamale City and Debibi United. Before we have the thought of the two technical heads now, Eric Alagidede. You will also join me right here for a short conversation. So he is the former great Olympics. Eric,
my brother.
good afternoon.
Good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing well yourself.
Great.
Well, it's a very good day, a very nice day. We are all up against Debibi United. Having watched them, maybe some of few games, and also checking the statistics per Tamale City qualifying from the Zone 1A and also Debibi Zone 1B. Today, they are in for the Premiership slots.
Well, it's going to be a very difficult game because these are two champions, champions of Zone 1A versus the champions of Zone 1B. And so most definitely, it's going to be a very cagey encounter because you have two teams who emerge victorious in their various zones, and then they have to come here and meet. The whole season, they've never played each other. And this is a one-off game. It's a final game. Finals are actually won. They are not played. So depending on how the two teams map up today, I mean, the one who gets the tactics right and gets the going right from the onset is likely to carry the day. It's going to be a very difficult one, though. It won't be an easy game.
All right, so it will be an easy game. That was Eric Alagidede. He was the former Great Olympics team manager, right? General manager. Yes, fantastic. So, Coach, the game will soon kickstart here. Having assessed the two technical, behind these two teams, whom are you, rooting for the needed qualification slots?
If you check these playoffs very, very well, this is the 5th year. In the first year, Nswacheman qualified from Zone 1B. In the second year, it was Tanobo Fakwa from Zone 1B. In the third year, it was, the third year, I think 11 Wonders came just last season. But there was Young Apostles came in the third year. Then in the 4th year, it was Techima 11 Wonders. We are in the 5th year. So clearly no team from Zone 1A has ever qualified from the playoffs.
The playoffs
Since the
back
playoffs,
in 2020.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we are in the 5th year, and from what I have seen from both teams today, Hamza Mohamed, very good tactician. Niyama has been around most of the teams in that zone for a very long time. I think he qualified one of the teams, and then he went up to go and pick Debibi. So clearly, if you look at the statistics, clearly the stats favor Debibi United to go ahead of Tamale City. But that notwithstanding, I think the game is going to be a very cagey encounter. It will be difficult, but clearly the statistics and history and everything favors Debibi United to qualify ahead of Techman City because of the history involving the playoffs. All the teams that have made it to the Premier League have had to come from Zone 1B.
Okay. Well, nice speaking with you, Eric. We will soon talk once again, before maybe the game ends. So that was the Eric Alagidede we heard from. Also, he's also live here at Accra Sports Stadium to witness this game between Tamale City and Debibi United. Joining me is the home team's coach, Tamale City, Debibi United, Ni Ama. Yes. So Coach Ni Ama is around here. Coach, good afternoon. Well, it's a crunch encounter between yourself and Tamale City, and I know your fans are already cheering you up. Coach, what do you have to say? How has preparation gone so far prior to the game?
I think it has been very good. We started preparation since the one we heard that we have qualified before even 5 matches to end. We came to Accra 5 days. This is our 6th day, and the weather has been good for us. We have been training very well, and ideally we are hopeful that today we are going to clinch the victory. Well,
Coach, is there any injury situations or any cast accumulation that would root certain players to feature in this game?
I think unfortunately I had 2 players being ruled out by the medical team, and unfortunately they are key players, but we still have players who are capable to fill that position, so we are good to go.
All right, Coach. What do you have for the supporters, those who are watching right from here? They are here in their numbers, and also those who are watching live from home on the various social media handles and also on the various national television.
I think let me use this opportunity to thank the supporters. Yeah. They have left their works and they are here. I want to assure them that they should keep on supporting the team. Yeah. This 90 minutes, anything can happen, but we want to assure them that at the end of the game, I'm going to become victorious.
All right, Coach. You are making it into the Ghana Premier League for the upcoming season 2026-2027 at the end of the 90 minutes?
Sure. That is what I'm hoping for.
All right.
I believe that my boys will deliver.
All right, nice speaking with you, coach, and I wish you well in the game as well. Well, so that was Coach Niama. He is the technical head of Debibi United. They have qualified to the final playoff and they are playing against Tamale City right here at Accra Sports Stadium. We are live on FA Sports and FA Sports Plus on the digital terrestrial channel. We are also live on original TV as well as Metro Television. Joining me is Coach Hamza Mohammed. He's the technical head of Tamale City. Coach, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Well, Coach, how has preparation gone so far, having seek the final qualification spot, preparing your team for this special day?
It's been good. It's been normal preparation. We are just taking it like a normal match. Now see what happens.
Well, Coach, is there any injury situations that would rule out certain players to feature this afternoon?
Yeah, of course we do. We do have certain players, but that's why we have as many as 25 to 28 players. If someone is out there, someone is there to take up. So we are okay with that.
All right. What message do you have for the supporters who are here in their numbers, those watching from home, and also those who are watching on the various social media handles and also the various national television?
Supporters, they've been wonderful, and the fans, I mean, they should enjoy the game. We hope to give them a very good game.
Is Debibi United making it into the 2026-2027 Ghana Premier League next season?
It's Tamale City who's making it.
Tamale City, right? Yes.
Yes.
All right, Coach. Nice speaking with you, and I wish you well.
Thank you very much.
Well, so that was Tamale City's coach, Hamza Mohammed, and he is also so optimistic that they are making it into the Premiership next season. Now, joining me is the Division 1 League ambassador. Division 1 League ambassador. He is the ambassador so far as the Access Bank Division 1 League for the season 2025-2026 is concerned. He is the former national team player. He is the former Krobia Emetema Asante Kotoko player. He is a legendary, of course, Daniel Ni Ejei. And currently, he is the assistant coach of Pando Heart of Lions, playing their trade in the top flight football of Ghana. Coach, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is another special day. You've gone through these ranks, having played in Division 1 and also seeing it all so far as Ghana football is concerned. Special day like this, what message do you have to say concerning these two teams coming toe-to-toe for the Premiership slot?
I think the players need to relax and then come and enjoy the game, because the moment you put a lot of pressure on yourself, you lose focus, and then the game will be difficult for you, because it's a final day, one game to qualify into the Premier Division. So I will tell the players just to relax, come onto the field, and then enjoy your game.
You are a coach, and you've also once a player. How is this situation different from a normal Premiership game, final games? How is it different from any other game?
It's different because you have only one chance to qualify to the Premier League. It's like winning a trophy for the season. So everything must be in place. Your training on the field, your concentration, everything must be ready for the game. So it's an important game, and that's why I'm saying the players, if they put a lot of pressure on them, they cannot perform. So they should just relax and then enjoy the game.
All right, Coach, nice speaking with you, and we will meet at the back there. Right, so that was the ambassador so far as the Access Bank Division 1 League 2025-2026 is concerned, Daniel Ni Ejei, a legendary, of course, so far as Ghana football is concerned. And we zoom straight into the studios. Naya, you take over from studios.
Thank you so much, Krobia Naji.
Yeah, I think that Krobia have really done well. And looking at the people that have spoken, Daniel Ni Ejei, ambassador for Division 1, when you're listening to Coach Abubakar Damba, also a legend. Yes, and look, when you talk about the two coaches, they are optimistic. Each one of them want to win, but at the end of the day, the pitch will decide.
At the end of the day, okay, so you can't decide now.
No, I can't decide now, because tactically, I always say, let me borrow the words of a legendary coach. It will take a coach with a techno-tactical approach to the game to win.
Thank you, Amuzu.
Well, I've always maintained my view that the Tamale City has a good chance of
Why
winning.
do you always say Tamale City?
Yes, because I think that they are
You are
the
being
most experienced.
biased.
No, I'm not being biased. They are the most experienced club between these two. So
Okay.
definitely I go for them. They are very experienced.
Coach said it doesn't
who also do
matter
wonders for them.
who is more experienced.
No, I believe-
Football
you see,
is just that.
I believe
the name is experienced, but not the players.
But you see, but the most important thing is that they've had a consistent coach who has been here time and again. He understands the scenario here. You understand? So he knows how to go into the game, how to venture into it, and then exploit.
Both coaches. Niyama is ahead of Hamza, irrespective of the consistency that he has built with the team. I don't have any issue with that. Looking at their stats, Niyama is ahead of, but it depends on the players on the pitch. I've said that, look, you may have a penalty, a player can just go there and just blast the ball away.
But my argument is that Hamza Mohammed has been here again. You understand? He's been here before and he's here again.
Different set of players.
So he understands the
He
rudiments.
understands, but different set.
But Niyama has not been here before. So he is going to use the experience he gained.
He was with
So, you've never been a president before. How can you talk about the presidency? So that is what is happening.
That's false. That's a false message. I can talk about it and do it better. Let's go straight to our fan zone. We have Robert and Daniel ready there for us. Guys.
Back to the fan zone, and we are already interacting with some of the fans to see their thoughts of this particular game. We have lots of Debibi fans here with us, and a very fine gentleman has joined me. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Now, ufri report in our game.
Me pacho mi free Debibi.
Ufri Debibi turn over.
Mi free Debibi turn ameba.
Now, a game no one saying Tamale City ne club Debibi and I ball game no sign a results no besi ako.
Okay, game we ne de FB mi free Debibi nti na me kan ma Debibi. Nipa de wu team na wu hie na dware ekura wo bebo no. Sa Tamale United no ontimu nyina ya nim just seconds. Free fire ye ho eden dada. Na omo asane adware ye nura ka ho nti ahoden no hwe ebeko sen. Ye bu omo trainer. Ye show omo trainer.
Amanfo bi esusu say the fact that Moshe Kodoko 4-1 our friendly muno amam lots of confidence. Metisana udi ho nkomokra before joining. No, how has it boosted your confidence going into this game?
We say empanifo ka asem bi say akom ne nkyeremu. Ebi ne say wo wahu bi a wo kan. Ye kwache Kotoko ewo no ani kurom. Etwa ne por 4-1. Nka ye hye ne 5. But mo ka kire say ye show mo sa no mo ani magu ase ne ye mo 4 ne ye mo team mu baako enti Tamale United ye wa be hia ye no ye nkan fie no ye kan si nanimu nne say ye be hye no asan di dedasin akoye kuro ndi baby
Mo be hye Tamale City say
o mi madiki aka kire say ye show mo 3 kona kuro mo tie ye mo enya bi no mo abo
titre no mo ntibi
3 no mo ntimo nte baako kora me ma ba bi no misimu anora na ju 10 mi beduru ha no nsia no pa no nsia ye show mo straight
to oba bi nko ara me show
oh me ball no ba bi o mo ko bi a me ko bi o mo wini
o de na ya show ho do mechi
oh da bi uze nipa aduro bi ani wesene no koreka ye team no ye kan no kore enti ye bibia he o ye referee said dan o po mo nkukuru Ghana ska nyina ma still ye be show mo wani magu ase
yes
me so me da mo.
That was one fan from Debibi United. He came all the way from Debibi just to give his support to his team. And another fan has joined me here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Now, opening also free here now. All day when you better game here.
Wow, the winning team, Debibi United.
Now, Debibi follow. At the end, I'm almost confidence here, man.
Yeah, last season. Yeah, I didn't say Anka for so now qualify. But yeah, president, Bangrula, Nana Lezan, I will be a country and say election Eden and him. Inti Australian this year, net year. See piano or the ever qualify. Into Usha team now from there 2-3 seasons, your players near intact or my ball nache or more bar on setting work near home. BBC or money to say on Baye, and ye Tamale City say, ye no born bo, baby, and you found Sababy. Yes, show me, oh my yard, dear, next one. To show me 3. The point about Mate, okay,
that was another fan from Debibi United. Lots of people trooping in from Debibi. Another one is here with me. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Now, you also free Debibi na buy.
Patch on me free Debibi.
And then Mokas and Mother Bados.
A dozen pa.
Now, give me then a man who will confidence in somebody.
There am I a confidence in a say, maybe a Debibi. A war, any sardina. Say, Nipa Bebre and said that NCA day, a war gun Hanum Cassia. First part, no say, Ubo Debibi, na say, oh, one cry, now Kumasia will be to me beside say, no chrono cry or hang. By Satimi would Debibi no. Say, a Jinjamie. Amagana Menina Omoti and Casse, Debibi United, the Peja Chrono. Your time district. By Timmy by you know, baby a team non so share, any baby free now, or here, a way classic acra. Into Emrubia say a bobora, and I been by Honma, almost say, ye quite classic bobor. By Sa a United, ye top. Boron so ye bankasa.
Timbasha saying,
ye best 3-1. You best 3-1, yeah, you best 3-1.
The point memorable.
I would share me. But Ebeba Munso, you best share, Nasi show you in Swa, Metro Wadiaka. Matimedas.
Okay, so we are going to have a few Tamale City fans also coming in for us to have Tamale.
Yes.
Your team Tamale City is playing against the Debibi United. Yes. How confident are you?
We are really prepared. Since we've qualified and we are here, sure. We are
qualified. Yes, they come for me. What gives you that confidence that you are going to do this?
After the qualification, we've really prepared a lot. Physically, tactically, and technically, we've really prepared a lot. So sure, we are really carrying the 3 points home today.
What is going to be the scoreline?
2-0.
2-0 for Tamale City?
Sure, of course. Tamale City is leading by 2 goals to 0.
We wish you well.
Thank you so much.
That was another fan from Tamale City FC, and another one will be joining for us to wrap things up probably and then see how it's going to go. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Are you come from Tamale as well?
I'm from Accra here.
You are from Accra here?
Yeah. So I come to support one of my brother from Debibi United and the Tamale City. I'm supporting Tamale City a long time ago. So, but one of my junior brother playing for Debibi United.
Can you kindly phrase the come for us? What makes you feel so confident that you are going to win? In short words.
Oh, I know Tamale City. I know the players. I have with them so long time ago, so I know what they can do.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure. Thank you.
Yes, so lots of fans, everyone is so optimistic that their team is going to get the victory. Let's take the last fan here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Debibi.
Debibi. Oh, automatically, we are going to score Tamale City by 3 goals to nothing.
3 goals to nothing?
Yes, the best for them will be 1. But even that, I'm not sure. That will be the possible best for them.
The people are enjoying your conversation. Can you please, yes, look into the camp for us? What makes you think you are going to win this game?
The manager, Alex, has invested enough in the team. He has invested a lot of resources in the team so well that the players are also committed. In fact, the whole community is in support of the team.
So what's going to be the scoreline?
3-0, as I told you.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
So a lot of Debibi fans coming in here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Let's say. Okay. Who are you there? Oh, game number 3.
So that is all for the fan zone. We'll be crossing over to the studio for the panel to continue.
Thank you so much, Robert. That was a good one. Most of the fans were for Debibi, and their scoreline was 3. I don't know where they got the number 3 from, but the scoreline was 3.
I believe they were closer, and of course, I mean, you need to understand them. But I think that the Tamale City guy also spoke very well.
Yeah.
I'm looking up for a good game. It's going to be a fair battle between both sides, but I still believe that Debibi will send through.
Well, it looks like everybody's going in for Debibi, but I'm sure that football is full of surprises. And if you follow Tamale City, how they play, they are able to get in some 1, 2, 3 goals. I believe that they'll have more than 2 goals today. More than 2 goals today against Debibi. I believe so. You see, what makes it a bit scary is that Debibi, like I said, are very organized. Because it's a one-man team, they know where they want to get to. They are well organized. But you see, most of these traditional teams, those who understand what tradition is will always want to play for pride. So Tamale City will ride on that particular notion and then pin Debibi deep down to the ground, Tamale City.
That is what we are looking at. But don't forget, we are live on Metro TV, live on Original TV, Adom TV, Joy Prime, AFA Sports Channel, English station. I'm talking about Metro, Globe, then Joy Prime, and the three commentary to you tune into Original, Adom, and Original and Adom. So Justice Kole will be at the commentary side for the three, so as Robert will be at the commentary side for the English. So the first half is about to start. Don't forget, our host Naya, the sports queen is here, Coach Ebenezer Sefa, Amuzu is here, so as Naji is here. But the first department, who is going to win the first half? Debibi, Tamale Cities, who wins?
Debibi and Tamale City, who wins? Thank you so much. If you just tune in, you are not too late. The game is about to start at Accra Sports Stadium. I have here Naji. And to my men on the pitch and fan zone, I say a big thank you to you. To my pundits here, Coach and
Sports Tiger, yeah.
Okay. A very big thank you to as well. We go straight to the pitch. Agono. And no anything. I feel like you're my name is Nanaya Ebrafikoto. Call me Naya and I will respond to you. See you soon.
What's it? Okay. All right.
Bright day in the capital. This is the game on which the entire season has been built. It is, of course, privilege embedded with pressure. This is why they have labored all season. This is their reason for being. Welcome, one and all, to the Accra Sports Stadium for the Access Bank Division 1 League Zone 1 playoff. A place in the top flight of our game is up for grabs. For the 20 or so thousand lucky, it is Tamale City FC against Debibi United. Who takes the spot in the Ghana Premier League this particular season. The players are already on the pitch, and this is the ceremonial handshake that is respect. A multi-million glare fixed upon this showpiece. It is Tamale City FC against Debibi United. I am Robert Konya, ably backed by my co-commentator and summarizer Daniel Dangana. But before then, let's look at the lineups for the home team. Victor Kodom, Idrisu Gaddafi, Isaac Frempong, Stephen Amponsa, Issa Mohammed, Donatus Akobila, and Umar Farouk. The coach is Hamza Mohammed, and indeed, there are no many changes from the lineups with which he has played so many games this particular season. Now, on the part of the away team, that is going to be at the tactical side, the tactical man's side, and these are the officials. Nathan Anafo, Mensa Gilbert, Adam
is here
Bekai
now.
Nyako, and Maxwell Hansen.
This is the day
know
we
Maxwell
all have been
Hansen
waiting
very well
for.
in our game. He's been a top official, and he has always been there during the tough games. And this is the referee having the usual ceremony who gets into the Ghana Premier League on this game, and indeed you are really going to enjoy interesting scenes. Daniel, a warm afternoon here in the capital, and this is why they've been laboring all season, and it is finally here.
Yeah, of course, a game fit for the goals. The atmosphere is so tense, the fans are here in their numbers, trying to cheer their teams up.
And the lineups for their waiting: Theophilus Boahin, Barry Usule, Owusu Michael, Dimitros Sarkodie, Emmanuel Kweku Mensah, Clement Nketia Kodjantwi, Ibrahim Al-Hassan, Amusa Derek, Desmond Degbe, and Ephraim Odro, formerly of 11 Wonders. Daniel Amwako is the team official, and also Isaac Niama happens to be the handler of this very team. Daniel.
Yeah. I think it's a game that's going to be befitting the eyes of every viewer of this game. The fact that both teams are just trying to struggle for that. We'll be locking horns against Debibi United, who are trying to make it big for the first time in their playoffs, trying to make sure they can qualify to make Debibi so proud. So let's see whether the atmosphere is going to produce that kind of miracle always hoping for. But let's see what tactical coach that he can get something big against Tamale City. Again, it's going to be a beautiful game fully fit for the goals, mouth-watering game. The atmosphere is charged, and the football is ready to roll. And we see who's going to be the victorious team over here.
Tamale City, they've been here before. The very first time this playoff was introduced was in 2021-2022. Tamale City played against Nswatreman FC, where they lost that game by 2 goals to 1. And on that fateful afternoon, it was a defeat for them. Don't forget, they've also had a shot in the Premier League, but this afternoon it is going to be all over. Theophilus Boahin leads clean sheets in the Ghana Premier League. That is 15 clean sheets, conceding just some 11 goals in 21 games. But none of that will matter this afternoon, because this is a one-off game, and whoever is able to contain his nerves.
What matters most is this afternoon. What matters most is who is going to here.
And Tamale City taking on Premier League. Tamale City, Debibi United having some defensive duties to do at the moment, not giving too much away, too much spaces. Just try to understand what they are bringing, then probably you can react to it.
Yeah, of course, I think at this point you just don't have to try to be so aggressive, try to be a bit adaptive, try to adapt to the style of your opponent. And I think that Debibi United are a bit conserved, but I believe they are going to open up back. Clearly you can see that Tamale City are going to put the ball on the turf and pass the ball around, try to control the game in terms of every rating. But again, I believe that Debibi are going to.
That was a long ball from Theophilus Boahin, and coolly claimed by Tamale City. Not too much for them to think about here. It's just 2 minutes of the game, and the atmosphere already charging up. Not putting too much rush into what they are trying to do, trying to pounce. That was Isaiah Boa. That pass was an incisive one, but
25, 20, 26.
This is a and Frempong.
Fullback tells you that he's a tricky winger. Debibi must watch, passes very well. They understood their pattern of play, but again, they must be able to adapt and make sure that when they go up front, they can get the composure and nerves to stay a bit conserved and find the back of the net.
Debibi United nearly got what they've been waiting for. That ball that will break the defense and also try to pounce on the spaces that Tamale City will leave behind. This is how the game is going to be, obviously. None of them opening up so wide. This is a frame. Dirisu Gaddafi. Tamale City lost possession once again. And the ball being circulated around. There was some sumptuous defending from Richard Kwabenaji. Continues to keep it beautiful display. He goes to a Benin, taking the game to of the patterns of play from Tamale City. It just hasn't worked, and probably if it does, it's going to be a very big issue for the Debibi United.
I think the last time Coach Hamza said he's mentoring Pep Guardiola, and no wonder you can see that kind of Pep handiwork in this Hamza's team. You know, they don't just try to rush the ball, they try to control play, they try to make sure that they find the right option. Don't forget Victor Kodom, former of Nkranza Warriors, VC Warriors. These are all experienced figures that you cannot take anything away from. And he's a tricky winger. Look at that move again. He was able to bypass the fullbacks and the defenders of, Debibi United. But again, the final third, that is what Tamale City is very, very cautious about. You can create chances, you can do whatever. But when you lack composure up front, it's going to be something of a nothing to write home about. So let's hope and see whether Debibi can defend very well. But again, Tamale City can get their composure and their nerves whenever they are getting closer to the box of the opponent.
Just 6 minutes. Tamale City something to show for Debibi United. Ephraim Odro. Tamale City. Victor Kodom. He puts in there for Isaac Frimpong. Tamale City having their way around the box of Debibi United. Isn't that concerning for their away side?
I think we are just some 6 minutes into the first half, and I think that Debibi are just struggling to settle. But again, the intent behind Tamale City is so clear. They want to get the early goal to actually put their supporters in this game to keep supporting them. But don't forget, first goals matters here because such game doesn't produce more goals. When you score the only goal, you manage to protect and conserve your energy. You can try to defend and win the game. So let's see. I think all is clear. Tamale City are making the intent of getting it big. But again, I think that Debibi are going to come back big in this game. Don't forget, they are not going to defend throughout the game. Experience he's got, but he's losing the ball so cheaply.
Also a quick pass. He failed to keep control for Debibi United. Tamale City just trying to entertain the crowd. Isaac Frimpong. And Dimitros Sarkodie is there to fight. Have to react.
The reason why Isaac Frimpong is really cooking, so he's one tricky winger with a lot of experience in the third instinct. That kind of composure they need to get to make sure that they can make the right decisions. Whenever they're getting closer to the box of the opponent, something they must improve. But again, Debibi are a bit conserved, trying to make sure that they will not leave any mistakes. Though Tamale City are having much of the possession, but they want to make sure that we control the ball, we control the spaces, then we go.
The very first time this game was played, this is the 5th edition of this playoff. In 2020, 2021, 2022, it was introduced, and Swatreman defeated Tamale City by 2-1. In the following season, it was it was Young Apostles, Techiman Heroes, 1-1 draw at the end of the game. Young Apostles won 4-3 on penalties as well. And the last edition was between 11 Wonders and RTU, where 11 Wonders beat RTU by 2-1. So this happens to be the 5th edition, and Tamale City already trying to cook and make sure they book their spot in this game.
I think if the game is going to speak in favor of history, Tamale, they commit little very well. But again and again, look, you can control the opponent having the ball. But let's see whether things can work out. At least they are waiting for that defense splitting pass to get the attacker on the scoring spree. So let's see whether they can get that final edge over the...
Trying to spread on. There is always another man to pounce on, man. This is Debibi United. Brilliant move there. He goes down. to see a caution.
That was a smart move. He was able to maneuver through the pressure, and his ability to glide and get the composure to pounce through these spaces tells you that he's got some composure. Debibi United, I think they have a very clear plan, but it's yet to function properly for them in the game so far.
That is, of course, the plan. And Tamale City also came to control the game. Just keep the ball, have it. Enjoy yourselves, create chances.
They've done it brilliantly. In terms of possession and talking to the ball more, we've seen Tamale
Steven Amponsa losing that ball. This is Debibi. They're finding themselves in trying, and finally
really speak in favor of logic, in favor of passion. Tamale City will get that, but again, this is the game. This is what Debibi has really prepared for, and it is really the moment for them to show up why they are really here to compete. And don't forget, in their zone, Tamale City topped their zone with 55 points. Still, they're spending. They are not that good, but again, they can maintain to contain the opponents.
Barry Sule, he knows he should have done much more better. This is the broadcast from AFA Sports, Access Bank Division 1, so live on various channels, Metro TV, Original TV, Globe Television, as well as enjoying football. Tamale City, that is a breakthrough pass. Could a final pass connect? And Barry Usule, some very good jobs.
All the job, he can dribble, he can dazzle, but again, he doesn't score more goals. That's his problem.
Debibi United, is this where they want to have Tamale City? That was a good move. But then Kwajanti failed to pounce on that and to get the best out of that chance.
I think Antwi is the best scorer for Debibi United, and it is also alarming to get him lacking that kind of nerves. Again, Antwi failed, but let's see, maybe the first time trying to make something big out of a little effort. Let's see whether he can make it big and make it count the next time. Same opportunity.
Ibrahim Al Hassan, Altimitro strikes. That was a good block from Tamale City. Debibi United, and the fans are gradually being taken along by the team, and you can clearly feel that bit of excitement coming back to the Debibi fans.
Of course, you know, football is being cherished by fans, and whenever you see the fans in your favor, it really gives you some inner morale to keep playing and making it count. And both teams are here with their fans, but the Debibi fans are the most loudest. But let's see whether they can make it count. I think they are really here with the passion. The euphoria is so big. They've painted the stadium with their Debibi colors and something so interesting.
Debibi just hoping to keep possession. That is something they've been lacking in the past few minutes, and that was a push from Isaac Frimpong. It's rather.
But you know what? Debibi are trying to press, but their press is also coordinated, so they are easily manipulated through. And in football, it's either you are pressing well or you are making sure that you come into a certain low block or mid block. But again, Debibi are trying to press high, but their high press is also coordinated, and it's given a lot of gaps and lapses in their central areas for Tamale City.
This was another pass through the back line of Debibi United. And once again, Victor Kodom. He has been with the team for
Emmanuel Sarko, you know, destiny has to move on, and he's now with Tamale City. Experience within his basket. But again, his final third has been something questionable over the years. He can dazzle, he can dribble, he can sort an opponent, he can break low blocks. But that final third instinct from Victor Kodom has been his problem.
A corner has been whipped into the box, and there they go. that is priceless. How they have labored for that. How they have knocked on the door. And how they have finally found it. And the Kakalika dance is never going to leave them in this moment of happiness. Who to guess again, Victor Kudom has given Tamale City that vital lead that they so been longing for. And this is going to be pain for Debibi.
Look at the move from their first player, and Victor Kudom knew very well that, look, I must be at the right place at the right time. Yes, that was a second ball because the first ball was contested very well. That header was good. But again, the timing, the positioning of Victor Kudom was so good. Yes, you were anticipating maybe a foul, a handball over there, but that was not going to be given because that was so close. On a close angle, I think you can be making argument for the handball, but again, it was overly overlooked. But again, I think that Victor Kudom did the needful, and that is the reason why, if you can remember, no wonder they've considered the first goal from a set piece, and that is something Isaac Nyama must polish and try to make his team come back good, because I think it's not over yet. There's a lot of minute to play, but again and again, set pieces has been one of the weakest of Debibi United, and this afternoon they've been vulnerable.
Of course, there's been times that teams concede first and so come back to win it. And so Debibi United will be hoping to get that spirit of remontada here this afternoon. But until then, it is Tamale City taking the lead. They deserve it, don't they?
Of course, you know, they've been the better team, especially in the first 20 minutes. Look, they've been having their identity working. The handwork of Coach Hamza is really revealing. They don't rush on the ball. They try to control every moment. They try to let the opponent rush their passes. They try to let the opponent feel frustrated whenever they are keeping possession. And they know how to manipulate and find ways through. And don't forget, maybe, just maybe, their strength is on set pieces because they've been creating chances, but they are lacking the nerves to really make it count. But again, a moment for set piece, it was counted. And that's the big difference so far in the game.
Debibi United will have their own set piece. Can they equalize from the corner? Victor Kudom pounced on that to give Tamale City the lead. And Ephraim Odro already causing chaos in the box, wanting to harass Tijani Cisse. And the Inswinga gets in. That was a flake. And brilliant job from Tijani.
A target ball, but again, the goalkeeper must be ready for it, and he managed to get that touch to it, and it is now another corner kick. But don't forget, last season Ephraim was here with 11 wonders, and he really cooked.
This one will be a wasted corner this time. Not too much to be happy about. This is AFA Sports Media telecasting the Access Bank Division 1 League Zone 1 playoff here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Sports on social media, Globe Television, Original TV, and a whole lot of channels.
But you know what, Robert? Tamale City are just well prepared because look, initially they built from the back. Now Debibi are trying to press high. They rely on long balls, and they're really getting success rate in terms of the long balls, especially contesting the second balls, and that makes difference whenever you're going for long ball options. And I think they've got all their plans working, manipulate the press of Debibi United, and also
Tamale City still leading here. Which way are they really that close?
Victor Kodom and the Bomodin 18-minute live coverage and the Alpha production of Taroma and the live coverage.
United. Dimitros Sarkodie.
No problem at all.
Kojanchi, Ibrahim Al Hassan, Ephraim Odro. These are the attackers for Debibi United. Probably
Debibi United.
They just have to back up.
Of course, Kudwa is having some 14 goals. Dimitri Sarko, what they really plan for. Their preferential tactics is not working really well. They must try to make it a differential and see whether they can make something good. And look at Tamale City winning every moment, trying to just force Debibi into elementary mistakes.
This is another situation. Well defended by Debibi. This is a frame. From opens up to Alassane Dimitros Sarko there. He gets Alassane once again. Solid defensive works there from Issa Mohammed.
24 minutes.
How about that?
From the nations.
How did he manage to get that tackle spot on? Meanwhile, Debibi United continue to ask questions. The flag stays down. It does. He gets into the box. Nathan Anafo is taking none of that. Debibi United still fighting for the equalizer. Are they going to get it? Will they come back from a goal down to win this? Tamale City, will they bottle it?
I think that Debibi, they've got the stars favoring them this season, but like we mentioned earlier, in this game your previous stars doesn't really count. Don't forget, they've scored 53 goals, they've conceded 19. Tells you that look, they've got a better defensive perspective base. Let's see whether they can get
Al Hassan failed to get a control, and that has been given away. This was the challenge on Dimitros Sarko there, and again there was another one here, but probably too feeble.
Of course, that was too feeble for such an intense game.
This is still Debibi United. Can they finally get there?
Huge moment. Another opportunity.
They are getting themselves back into the game at the right places at the right time. Probably. Could this be the moment where they finally get the equalizer? Is it going to work at all?
I think Debibi are just lacking some maturity a bit up front, because the first chance from Kudwa he missed that, and this one another clear opportunity. Look, when you get to the 18-yard box of the opponent, don't rush play. Take your time, pick the right options, because at that point you become the boss of the situation. But Debibi, look at that move again, and how about that? At this point it was either forcing a half chance into a clear-cut chance, or maybe making yourself that decisive figure to make it count. But again, Debibi lacked that kind of composure up front. This ball don't pass around, just try to chip and you're going to make it for a goal. But again, they failed for the second time from a glaring opportunity.
Should they always fail? And are they always going to fail? It is already 27 minutes. And of course, in 2022-2023, when Ash Gold were punished by the disciplinary committee of the Ghana Football Association, there was a spot up for grabs. And so a 3-team tournament, mini one, was organized between Ebusian Dwarfs, Liberty Professionals, and Tamale City. And in the end, Tamale City topped the chart with 4 points, and they managed to book their place into the Ghana Premier League. But they returned swiftly after getting into the Premier League. They were relegated on a bounce.
Yeah, of course, but that season we saw the likes of Emmanuel Kote played for Tamale City, the likes of Isaac York, the likes of Nafu Suleiman, and yes, the first ball was contested very well. But again, of course, I think there was a moment you can make it. Yes, of course, because when you see the second ball, there was a bit of a touch. But again, such the referees are humans. That is why such things are sometimes not overly criticized, because this is from a tight angle. Even you have to look through the second replay for 2-3 times before you can make it count. But again, I think that look, it shouldn't be the main factor. Maybe should try to fight back and maybe take the opportunities.
Maybe, just maybe, that is all they will be dwelling on for now. Just maybe. Are they going to do it?
And perhaps we've seen playoffs here, and I think we've never seen a 1-0 victory game over in the playoffs. Don't forget, 21-22, Tamale City, they lost by 2-1 against Nswatraman, and then again 22-23, it was 1. And last season it was 1-1, and Young Apostles managed to maneuver their way to Touchman Heroes. And don't forget, when Wonders played against RTU, it was 2-1. So it tells you that, 1-0 victory doesn't count here, especially from the past record and history. So let's see whether Debibi can at least fight back and push the game to probably extra time.
And it's either going to be 2-1 or 1-1, and then you move to penalties. That is the previous record of this particular game. Don't forget, this is the 5th edition of the Access Bank Division 1 League Zone 1 playoff. Debibi United losing too many balls cheaply, and Tamale City, they always find a way to keep the ball and to make the situation a lot more tensed. Ibrahim Al Hassan, has he been booked? Yes, he has. And that is going to be the first yellow card of the game.
Yeah, of course, despite the intensity, we've seen a clean game over there, barring of hard tackles. But again, that was nasty, and that was the perfect call. And it's really going to put a lot of fear on the player to keep contesting 50-50 balls. But again, advantage Tamale City, they'll keep trying to press that area. That's really cause the adrenaline level to rise, to cause such incident and attract a card. But I think that Ibrahim should be able to balance his emotions enough to be able to.
Game keeps going, and it keeps its intensity. Dimitros Sako there committing another foul right on Ebenezer Yeboah in the Tamale Base Club. Idrisu Gaddafi. They just can't find the right pass. They will be United.
Yeah, of course, like I mentioned earlier, Tamale City game plan is just working. They try, but Debibi are yet to show whether they really came with a plan. And yet, maybe the opponent is forcing them to play out of their preferential style.
Tamale City once again turning defense into attack. This is Tamale City. The pass comes in, and once again it was Kodom Victor. Always arriving late, always getting the space, and that is a headache for Coach Niyama.
Much experience over the ranks, glaring chances, but again, in terms of giving you threat, frustrating your defense, he's that guy, and he's been one of the brightest spots for Tamale City this season. And in this afternoon, he's the man that just separated the game so far.
Tamale City, it wasn't going to favor him. Kodom Victor
scored. He really went back to that old shell of Victor Kodom of missing chances, and you can see it. One of the glorious opportunity they've got.
Dimitros Sako there with a very long, brilliant pass. This is Debibi United. Can they find it? They do, and they have the equalizer. Oh my word! He has thundered it in. He has screamed it in, and Debibi United, they are euphoric. This is priceless. It could change the situation. What did we say? There has never been a 1-0 scoreline here. And Idrisu, that is Kodwanki, has made sure it never stayed 1-0.
That was the moment, the control, the composure, they take on. This is a tricky, brilliant player. And again, Kodwanki always knowing where to be at the right time when his wingers are having the ball. And look, the spectacle was this moment. That she kicked 14 goals prior and is able to make it count. Yes, the big boys are stepping up. Victor Kodom for Tamale City, a big boy. And this time, Kodwanki also another big fish for Debibi United. Like a team moved on to win. But let's see whether the administration is going to be charged more to give the team that just scored right threat to watch.
How they needed that, how they labored for that, and how they have finally found it. Debibi United. You cannot keep them mute.
Of course, you know, a team that managed to score 53 goals in the Access Bank Division 1 League in 28 games. You dare not doubt their attack. And like I said, look, they may concede from a set piece, but they have a way of getting back, and they've done that. Coach Isaac Nyama, overly confident, always believing that his guys can do it. His days at Liberty Youth, he was that man. He can go down by 2 goals, he come back to 10 game around. And this time around this afternoon, Debibi are really living to it.
Debibi United, also a very brilliant move there. No issues whatsoever. Debibi United are back in it, and they are back for good. Oh my word, what a game. Boy, this is indeed the spectacle we've all been waiting for.
But the first goal managed to carry the day. One they scored, R2 equalized, and then they scored again. So let's see whether the onus can turn, or maybe it's going to be the same thing.
Atmosphere charging, the fans being euphoric. This is another brilliant crossing there, and 0-2 again. Oh my goodness, they have turned it around in a space of a few minutes. They are there once again. Is it Kodwanki? Yes, it is him. Who else do you expect? It is always going to be him, Kodwanki. The fans are already flooding within the streets. Oh my word! It doesn't get better than this, does it?
Because you know that is football at its best. This is internal expectation. You know, you dare not imagine a team that just tasting their first play of getting the composure to just turn things around and look at that ball from a loose position and how they made it to big. Look, Kodwanki and Debibi, like I said, he is the breadwinner. He is the X factor. He is the prima donna, and you dare not count on anybody else. It is him top.
It doesn't get better. It just doesn't get better than this. That was a ball. And on the first attempt, look at this. You just cannot help but to be induced by the quality you are seeing here from Kodwanki.
Again, look at his positioning. Second time, it tells you that he is a proper center forward. He is a proper poacher with the instinct of barring every chance at the rightful position. And Debibi up again. Can they battle it? Or maybe their defensive strength can keep them. But Coach Hamza will have to turn things around. But again, this goalkeeper must also stay to the test, because he's been relied on massively and he's delivered. And now, after conceding the first goal, the attack has built.
And Ephraim Odro receiving treatment. This is Debibi, and this is what they do best. The tactical one, Nyama. In fact, this very season, out of the 28 games, he won 19 of them, drew 3 and lost 6, scored 53 goals and conceded 19. So this happens to be their 55th goal of this season, Debibi United.
Of course, and guess who? Kodwanki, again and again and again. Whenever he's called upon, he is there. And such games are after scoring the first goal, Tamale City is struggling to create best chances. But again, the overturn, the oversize, how Debibi managed to keep their composure, to fight back, to bite back, to strike hard, to get their moment. And it keeps coming just like an unimaginable.
Ballooned away by Donatus Akobila. Theophilus Boahin. A few minutes ago, he was in the back seat, but right now, he is in the driving seat.
Yeah, of course, you know, that is one anomalous thing about football. You just can't imagine a moment football favors you. The next split seconds, you are against football, and that is the beauty of the game. I believe that Debibi are making it count at the right time, and for now the confidence is back. The momentum is for them to maintain and try to drive forward.
This game, at this point, is probably for them to lose. If they hold on to this, they will play in the Ghana Premier League next season. The Tamale City, are they relenting? Are they going to go down without giving another fight?
Interestingly, look, Tamale City has been knocking here. They will come, got disappointed, go back, prepare, and come again. Even the year RTU managed to qualify for the playoffs, they were just second place. It tells you Coach Hamza has really been preparing this team for this occasion. And now it's here. They took the lead, but Debibi stepped up. They turned things around, a different complexion. Now difficult for Tamale City to contain. Don't forget, I told you, Debibi may be struggling, but when they get their tactics right, they're going to fight back. And the fighting spirit, look, Isaac Nyama is a fighter. So confident. And the reason why his guys are delivering at the best.
There's no team that has come here for the second time and failed to win. The first time when this came, they lost. But the second time, they managed to carry the day. Tamale City are here for the second time.
Are you scaring Debibi United?
Those are the facts and those are the records, my brother. But look, this is a game that could go anywhere.
Of course, you know, it's been a roller coaster game. Again, Tamale City yet to be that Tamale City we know in the first initial stage of the game. But again, Debibi are on top.
This is Dimitros Sarkodie, a very good pass through. Could this be the third? Could this be the third? It is! And Debibi United, they are running away with it. Oh my word! How did they manage to do it? How are they doing it? He wouldn't do it again. He has gone on and he has done it again. Oh, this is priceless. This is priceless, Daniel. This is monumental. Debibi United.
Oh goodness, this is football at its best. We are seeing something unbelievable. You know, this is counter attack has been their plan. One pass, their composure. Look, strikers will not try to slumber with such chances, and that is Kojuanchi for you. He's no good, but that pass from Dimitros Kojuanchi for a reason. The reason why he scored 2 goals this afternoon. Proud to this one, there was the fact that he's a prima donna, he's an X factor, he's the main guy, he's a figure they must always go by. And again, when they call upon him, Kojuanchi again and again.
17 goals this season in the Access Bank Division 1 League, 14 before this game. And for the very first time, a first half hat trick.
Of course,
goodness.
And it will interest you that look, I think a team has never scored 3 goals in the playoffs and bottle it. Maybe the first time I'm going to say it, but again, Debibi are on a very perfect gear, perfect trajectory. And again, guess what? They got one of the best defense, 19 goals prior to this game. Tells you that when it matters most for them to conserve, when it matters most for them to at least protect their lead, they've got that. But again, they must be cautious. At least it's going to be, unbelievable, something unimaginable for them to bottle this. But that's football for you. At the best of it, you expect unexpected moments from football.
And you know the most incredible part? He scored those 3 goals within 9 minutes.
Interesting. That is what big boys do. Look, they're not going to count on anybody. They're not going to count on maybe Ephraim. They won't be counting on other guys, but it is him. This game is defined by who scores the best goals. And Kojuanchi again was on top of issues, making it count at the right time, the right place at the right time, keep his composure, his nerves, everything on point. And again, when he's called upon, look, that is what leaders do. That is what top strikers do. That is what figures that need to really put their team to the Premier League qualification does. And that is what they are doing over here.
Debibi United getting so many spaces of additional time to do here. And Dimitros Sarkodie has been booked. He's the second guy to be booked in this game. And both are coming from the camp of Debibi. They have to be careful.
Of course, you know, at some point it might sound costly, especially when you are attracting such cards at the LA minute of this game. Don't forget, 2 players booked so far, all going for Debibi United. So they must be cautious. And look, they can manage to get Dimitros Sarkodie out of this game. Look, Dimitrios Sarko there has been born and breasted as a centre back, but he's now an attacking player, splitting lines. He's got some 6 goals in the Assessment Division 1 League, and this time around, look at that line splitting pass. That kind of pass that really painted the path for the 3rd goal from Kojuanchi.
Ephraim Odro was fouled in that contest and in that tussle. Debibi United, they are just over the moon. What a moment to be a Debibi United fan. And Tamale City, if it stays this way, the journey back home will be a very long one for them.
Of course, you know, from Accra to Tamale, it's going to be a very long one. I tell you, a very, very long one. But they must try to at least fight back. It's just so interesting. You know, you just can't imagine football. At times, football beats logic. And like I said, Debibi United fighting with all their breath. They know what it means whenever they're having the ball, especially on the offensive third. Look, they created from individual brilliance and again from their.
And that is what you definitely expect from a team that has been arguably the best team in the Zone 1 this season. This is Kodom. Few seconds here to end the half. How is this going to be? Another tussle there. And the whistle probably has gone. Tamale City. Few seconds to end everything. And once again, Amosa Derek with a very good job. Umar Farouk. Tamale City gifting some of the balls away. This could be the final nail in the coffin. A touch of this very game. 4 minutes done. And Nathan Anafo has called for the end of the first half. It ends here. It is Debibi United 3, just to make sure that Debibi United go into the half smiling. This is the broadcast from AFA Sports Channel. Keep locked up. We'll be back with the second half.
Well, so we've done with the first 45 minutes of action right here at Accra Sports Stadium. It is the live coverage of the ongoing Zone 1A and Zone 1B first 45 minutes. And it is Tamale City who are trailing by 3-1. They took the lead, and now Debibi United have managed to get an equalizer and adding another 2 goals. And it's 3-1 against Tamale City. Joining me is the assistant coach. Coach, good evening.
Good evening, please, sir.
Well, yeah, you use the mic for me, coach.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
Well, you took the lead in the early minutes, and now you are going for the break, down by 3-1. Your assessment of play, precisely your team's performance.
Okay, well, so far I think we have performed poorly in the second half, in the first half, because I can see that the whole team has been disorganized from the midfield, from the attack, as well as from the defensive level. So we need to go and then address it before we come out.
What should be expected going into the second half, and what didn't you also do it right after going up by goal, then letting?
So when we go into the dressing room, I believe strongly that we can be able to address the issue.
All right, Coach, nice speaking with you, and I wish you were in the second half.
Oh, thank you very
So
much.
that was the assistant coach of Tamale City. They are down by 3-1. Joining me is the assistant coach of the leading team, Debibi United. Coach, good evening.
Good evening.
You are so excited, right?
Oh, very.
Well, what has worked well for Debibi United, having gone down by a lone goal to nil and now leading by 3-1 before the break?
Our boys were doing the right thing at the wrong time with 15 minutes goal. That's why they punished us. So we correct our mistake and equalize and add more.
Your opposition coach said that in the second half they will come in very stronger and showcase what they have up their sleeves so far as getting the qualification is concerned. What are you also going to do during this break to make sure you become victorious at the end of the entire 90 minutes?
We are also going to the drawing board and make our tactics well so that we will make them boot to boot.
How many goals are you adding up in the second half?
2.
So Debibi a Premier League bound.
We are going to score them 5-1.
Debibi are a Premier League bound team.
Surely.
Nice speaking with you, and I wish you well also in the second half.
You.
So that was the assistant coach of Debibi United right here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Now we zoom straight into studios. Naya, you take over from studios.
Honestly, I don't know what to say. From the fan zone to the coaches to my pundits, there was a scoreline, a 3-1 scoreline. And here we are. I'll go straight to Amuzu. Mini baby Ako. Amuzu.
You see, it's been very difficult for Debibi United. Very difficult. Very difficult for Tamale City. Very difficult. I think that one upper hand that Debibi are having is the loudness of their fans in the stadium. That is jeering them on. And Tamale City seems to be a bit confused. I am not surprised. You had the first goal before the 30th minute mark. And how do you concede 2 goals in 15 minutes? How do you lose guard in a one-off game? How do you behave like that? Obviously, it is clearer that they are not ready to return back into the Premier League. Because I don't see how you get an advantage, sit for your opponent to equalize and then punish you again within 15 minutes. Clearly, that is not a mark of a champion. I think that Coach Hamza has a lot of work to do. He has a lot of work to do in the dressing room. I thought after getting the first goal, 15 minutes to the end of the game, when you saw that they were rising up to the occasion, you need to manage the game and then go to recess, come back stronger. But unfortunately, I don't know, but it's unfortunate. I think that they have to do a lot of job in the second half. If not, they may concede more. If not, they may concede more. It's quite difficult for Tamale.
I don't understand why. I'm very difficult.
He's explaining too much.
You can expatiate to every point that you want, but at the end of the 45 minutes, Tamale Cities, they are down by 3-1. But Coach Benitez is here. He was talking about we are not playing tactics, we are not playing system, but just get the job done. Okay. So, Coach, the first half has ended. Your perception?
That's a beautiful game, and I think that Tamale City started very well. They decided to play league instead of supposed to knock out
or
the final game, because they do it from the back through the middle and to the final 10. The 4-3-3.
Okay.
But if I ask you what system was they been playing, you wouldn't know. Because I said a normal football. The late I wasn't surprised about the scoreline.
the defense line of Tamale City are sluggish. So you can clearly see that from the right side of Debibi, they run a lot.
And that is the first goal.
So they make sure that the Tamale City players are tired. In the first 30 minutes, they were tired. So I wasn't surprised Debibi were in Accra for a week. So for me, I think that give credit to the coach, that is Diama. They considered that a goal. They didn't lose hope. Full concentration, and I love the way they were defending and attacking. Lots of possession, about 9 players behind the ball. Win of possession, go the wide areas, and they attack the penalty area of Tamale City. I was surprised they had the English.
Minyan Tabaya, Kojechi. Minyan Tabaya.
Let's talk about
yes, Kojechi. Yeah.
Yes.
And he has given us a hat-trick. I think it's the first time ever since the playoff game. Scoring a hat-trick for Kojechi.
34, 27, and 42.
And looking at the people at the VVIP, everybody is talking about Kojechi.
Okay.
His position, the strength, and his awareness has been phenomenal. And I think that Hamza Mohammed needs to do a lot of pep talk in the dressing room. Other than that, he's going to concede more. Because now the supporters of Debibi are calling for more. And you can clearly see from the players that it's like they have just started the game. And I can tell you that, look, Tamale City are in trouble. They should change their style of play and go the knockout way than to play the system that they are playing.
Okay. And then let me come in. I think that people are still just contemplating the goal that Debibi scored. That they are saying it's an offside. The first goal through, they are saying it was an offside goal.
No.
So if they can give us a replay, Coach Wahiabuzu is here, then we look at the first goal that was scored by Tamale City and Debibi. What also happened, because at the end of the day, when you look at the loss of the game, it tells you a lot. So let's look at the first goal being scored by Tamale City. Then we come to Debibi, whether it was an offside or an onside. So the first goal, so still live on Metro TV, Original TV, Adom TV. We are live also on Joy Prime, so as Globe TV and AFA Sports Channel, both on digital and on satellite. The sports screen is here. Nana, first goal, no? That is what they are saying. Who are saying that? It is, okay, so this is the first goal, Nana.
Okay, let's talk about
so
it.
Coach, watch it.
No. This was
no,
not
let's look at the positioning.
It wasn't an off goal, Najib.
It was a shade offside, but hey, at the end of the day, there were a lot of legs and a lot of bodies
around. Yes.
Difficult for the referee, but I think that the assistant referee
should have done well.
He did well. He did well. They got it right. They got it right.
Before the header, watch the movements. You see, he was a shade in an offside position. Yeah.
Okay, so can you give us DBB their goals, and we also look at what happened. So the first goal, as a coach said, okay, before the ball came,
he was a shade in the offside position. Watch before the header.
Yeah.
Okay.
Part of his right leg was there.
So this was a clean goal. This was an onside goal. Okay, what this one? He just picked the ball. No, coach, this was a clean goal.
This is a clean goal.
This is a clean goal. So let's look at the second goal.
The second goal.
This is a clean goal.
Beautiful, beautiful football.
Because he was able to maneuver his way through.
Beautiful football.
So this is a clean goal. But let's look at the second goal. The second goal from DBB United.
This is still the first goal.
Yeah, this is still the first goal.
Now the second goal.
That is the build-up.
Good goal, good goal.
No, so look at Cities. Okay, that is a very good.
I see this to be at the perfect goal. You don't have a VAR.
It's a good goal.
No, but coach, even before the kick, look at the player's hand.
No, Najee.
No, Tamale City, look at the defender, his hand.
I'm saying that if you have VAR, then the referee can go and review. Give them the benefit of the doubt. I see this to be a perfect goal.
No, it's a perfect goal. And I think that the assistant referee and the coach and the referee had it right.
It's a good goal.
It's a good goal. But let's look at the third goal.
The third goal has problem.
That is what Amuzi is contemplating about the third goal. But they were complaining it was an offside.
This was a clean goal. Clean
It
goal.
was a clean
goal. Good goal, no doubt about that. The first two goals are good goals.
To be honest,
this is what the problem is.
Okay, so let's look at this goal.
Just watch it. Clean offside.
No.
It's not.
No.
It was not.
Amuzu. No, this was not an offside. Look at the time that he took off. Before the ball was played down, watch it.
Watch the movement of the striker.
And this player, the player here.
He wasn't an offside.
It wasn't an offside.
Let's get it back again.
You want it to? So
Can you give us a replay again?
Before the kick, let's look at it before the kick. Then watch the player here.
Where the ball is from, and the player was an onside, and it was a perfect goal.
Now, have you seen this player here? Now, when the ball is played,
Where's my producer? Give me a sunglass for Amuzu. We can't see well.
It's a good goal. It's a good goal.
Yeah.
It's a good goal.
He predicted 3-1 in favor of Tamale City. And it has turned against me. So he's more or less a bit confused. But I think that it's been a brilliant game.
Oh my God!
That has proven to be the top scorer of that zone.
Yeah.
I mean,
We have our players trooping in on the pitch already.
We've got players given opportunity to be able to do it. Watch the passes from midfield. And I think that they are playing as if they are playing an FA Cup. They are not playing delightful football for you to be clapping. They are taking their chances, making sure that the pocket of spaces, they will make good use of it. And any player that moves into space without the ball is the most dangerous player on the field of play. The Tamale City boys are playing to the gallery of the fans, and I think that they need to do more.
All right, let's move straight to the pitch for the second half of the game. I know you're in the second half, so just stay tuned with us. We'll be right back.
From a goal down, taking over and making sure there are no problems for Niyama and his men. The second half begins, and that is once again what we have on our hands. It is Tamale City trailing by 3 goals. They always go to when they need goals. Debibi United, Kojoanchi, in a space of 9 minutes, has produced 3 goals. And that is what we continue to hold on to. The second half is back. What is going to happen? Will Debibi United hold on to this? Will we see more goals? Or Tamale City will come back dramatically?
I think per the level of intent, we can just witness this second half without a goal. But again, ask yourself, will Debibi try to protect their lead, or they'll go for the final kill? Because at this point, a way to contain them from their first initial pressure. When you do that, make sure you conserve the game and try to pounce on 1 or 2 things. You can get your win and goal. At this point, it's not about who plays the best game, who can do whatever. It's who knows how to defend well and get it done.
They have to get a job done. And for the next 44 minutes or so, Tamale City will have a very, very Herculean task ahead of them. Dimitros, good defense. Tamale City have made 3 substitutions in the first half, and it clearly shows the intent, what they want to do in the second half. Making 3 substitutions after going down by 3 goals to 1 means you want to come back. You really want to do something in the game, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. I think this is a typical attacking change. The coach wants more. I mean, he's demanding more from his players. And at this point, look, you have no option. Just take the risks, throw them in. Even if you will left with one centre back to come in, or maybe one defender to come in and try to balance the game. Take the risk, push harder. Maybe luck and grace may locate you. But again, let's see whether Debibi can contain this kind of pressure and try to make it count, especially when it matters most for them to maintain their momentum and contain the pressure from Tamale City.
Right now, it is theirs to lose. Debibi United. It wasn't in their hands around the first 18 minutes, but until the end of the first half and now, it is right in their hands. They have it to lose, and if they play their cards so well, they will be playing in the Ghana Premier League next season.
And what a story to be. First time playoff, getting promoted to the Ghana Premier League, and it's going to be a perfect atmosphere.
And just after 3 seasons in the Division 1, it doesn't happen often. It doesn't just happen often. And that was a wasted ball there from Sami Osai Akoto. He was one of the substitutes introduced in the second half by Coach Hamza and his technical man. Tamale City already going in for these kind of tackles, and it definitely will frustrate you.
I think when it matters most for Isaac Niama and his Debibi's team to really stay defensive, to really contain the opponent, they've got that track record in the Access Bank Division 1 League, and he's a coach that respects defensive transition the best. So it is just on him to do it. And don't be surprised he may be sacrificing the lives of Ephraim for a more conserved players to come and protect the leg, especially from the 60th minute going.
That was going to be a foul all day long. And Donatus Akobila, he's arguing vehemently. And you just go see his hand in the face of Kojanchi. Debibi United, ball in the box. Some sumptuous defending from Tamale City. Would they try to get this going? How possible is it to get it going indeed, Tamale City? Akobila losing that ball. And Tijani Cisse just was there at the right time to clear that mess that was being created.
You know what? Every hungry man goes out hunting for food without looking his back. They will go all out to take that risk, and that is where Debibi must try to pounce on that. Look, contain them. They will bring the first initial pressure. Look, the first 10 minutes in the second half is for Tamale City. But look, a team that really want to win, contain them, find a way to at least disturb their play. They may create the chances, but don't let them score from the slip in, and then Debibi can make it count. I think that at this point they shouldn't rush, contain the game, play some football, get it done, stop fouling in dangerous areas, and they'll get a job done. Debibi United.
And if you are Tamale City, what do you have to do?
At this point, you just have to keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. Look, you know, they started with a certain game plan, but it's been distorted because at this point, you can't keep building from the back while the opponent is sitting back. But that risk taking can also turn into a dicey moment.
Coach Hamza would definitely be a frustrated man up there. This is Al Hassan. He gets to Kojanchi. It's the Dimitros Sarkodie. Ball being sent wide to the left. The ball. Again, that is a good turn. And the foul goes. Clement Nketia and Coach Niyama.
He got some antics, you know, especially when decisions are not in his favor.
Dimitros Sarkodie. That was a bad landing for him. Very, very bad landing. And Ephraim Odro, who mostly gets sacrificed whenever the team is in lead, because he is that soft. Creativity-wise, he's always there. But when it comes to staying resolute to protect a lead, he's not a guy.
Of course, he's not built for chaos. And he's always going to be a victim whenever a game is so chaotic. And guess what? This second half is never going to be a game of control. It's going to be end-to-end stuff. It's going to be transitional based. It's going to be so chaotic. And I wouldn't be surprised if we sacrifice. Look, He loses balls with cheeky ease.
Talked about City. Nice display, the pass from Mohamed Musa Salisu. He goes wide to Victor Kodom. Nice ball pin one. Debibi United. Once again on the break. Can they get there? Ephraim Dimitros. Wanted to switch play. Amusa Derek. The Tamale City right there winning it back and just trying to turn it around in split seconds. Debibi United will calmly keep on playing just this way.
Tamale City keeps relying on their wingers. The first half was heavily, dominated by the wingers of. But look at that tricky moves from Debibi United. But again, like I mentioned earlier, you just have to keep yourself checked within your fullbacks area. Don't try to allow your fullbacks to move further higher up the pitch, because Tamale City, they've shown that, look, dominating the flanks has been something they love doing. And you could see clearly when they want to create, they pass the ball through the wings and try to create something in the interior area. So just try to make sure that your fullbacks are conserved, getting at least a +1 principle to make it count. 1+1, making it 2 versus 1 against a winger. You can tame him and probably get your way through. But I think that at this point, the big guys are here.
You just see the excitement. Just look at that. And more substitutions to be made on the part of Tamale City. You have Donatus Akobila making way for Hamza Bukari. You remember Hamza very well.
Of course.
He used to play on the wing. But typically he's a very brilliant attacker. Tamale City showing some pure aggression. Just trying to get it done. And the fans of Debibi United, they will not be feeling any pressure, would they?
You see, I think that Coach Hamza should just try to take one risk. At this point, look, his game plan has been trampled upon. And at this point, most often your game plan doesn't just win you games. Just try to adjust a bit. Look, they are trying to pile pressure. But you see what? Breaking through and getting a lot of passes in is something so difficult. But you see what? When they stretch the back line of Debibi, you see them creating chances. When they play through the wings, you see them creating chances. So at this point, look, go wide, stretch the back line, play expensive football, get 1, 2, 3 players within dangerous areas. You can create something against Debibi United.
This is another set piece being taken, and this nearly became a repeat of the first story. And this one, Theophilus Boahin.
But was that a set piece? Let me say a free kick or a corner kick, because the ball wasn't placed within the corner kick corridor.
On the line. It goes down, and that will be seen as a dive.
Of course. You're going to attract a card at this point. You don't do that. You see, at times when you try to play with the mentality of the central referee, you become his enemy, because look, you are just trying to tempt him to take something that the law doesn't guarantee. And when you does that, you are going to be his enemy on the turf. And just don't do that, because this is so little light for a referee to take as a penalty, especially on the issue of events.
It's too soft to be called as a penalty. Once again, Debibi United, are they weaving through? It's a good pass there. Tamale City, 2-on-2. Just still, Tamale City Can that goal come from here? Mujarid Idrisu. He just didn't get the best touch. And that was the earlier confirmation of the yellow card for Mujarid Idrisu.
Yeah, of course, and this is the reason why Debibi, though they are leading, they must be very cautious. Look, Tamale City got the quality, and when they try to execute their game plan very well, they are dangerous. But again, it's been end-to-end stuff. That is what the fans love to say. That is what football fans love to enjoy, especially a game that don't just give a team to represent the Premier League, but to give fans a spectacle, something huge to keep remembering. And that is what Debibi and Tamale City are giving us.
Coach Niyama, indeed. Interesting scenes. This is another situation. Dimitros Sarkodie once again.
Such a versatile player can't be stretched off. But again, this is the second time telling you that it's also worrisome. But I really believe that he's just there trying to make everything possible for his team to keep their cool, keep their calm, and try to at least limit the opponent. But again, you can see those chances created by Tamale City, and it clearly tells you that they might be a team under pressure to equalize, but don't just joke with them.
The people from Dagbon are fully represented within the VIP section. You don't get these games often. So when it comes, you definitely have to enjoy.
Of course, backed by traditional leaders, tells you
Tamale City still having belief, hoping to do it. Mujarid Idrisu. This is Mujarid. Very silky player with a left foot. Debibi United is still going to be a turnover. Tamale City gets it back. Umar Farouk. That was a very good combination between Farouk and Mujarid. But Barry Usule not just giving too much room for that. And the free kick comes right at where Tamale City would always want it to be. And Ephraim Odro, he's just the guy who we spoke about a few minutes ago, wasn't he? He just gives away cheap fouls. He's not that guy you can rely on when you want to be resolute, when you want to keep your defense in check.
Of course, you see, Tamale City took the risk. First half, 3 players out, introduced 3 fresh legs. Now at this point, they want to chase the game. So what do? Players that will give you troubles in dangerous areas in terms of defensive abilities. Honorably bring them out to at least keep them of the game, to let players defend and keep the composure going. But this is a very tricky free kick for Tamale City.
Ephraim Odro is of course being substituted. It has to be.
Of course.
It has to be.
You know, when you really need to the best to do at this moment, you are definitely going to be sacrificed.
He has been sacrificed for Yakubu Abudu. There's still money to keep it in play. Debibi United. Sumptuous defensive works from Idrisu Gaddafi. And Debibi United, they just know when to put the passes in there. They know when to run at you. They know when to get a control, and they just know when to finish.
Of course.
That is maturity.
And when you watch how they scored the third goal, tells you the look. A single pass can define a moment. Placing it at the right place at the right time for the right teammate makes difference. And that's what they do. Yes, they may not be dominating the ball. They may not be exchanging passes. But again, that only one most important thing they love doing is the fact that they always place that needful pass in the right place for the right teammate. And it keeps them going and going.
Dimitros Sarkodie could not return, and he has been replaced by Inusa Brahima.
But he's been pushed up front as an attacking midfielder. And at times, look, when they loses the ball.
City still trying to attack, getting back into the box, getting their spaces and everything checked.
In some games, some referees will try to interpret this one differently. But with Anak, we decided to say, okay, look, the play must continue. But look, this is quite tricky. Some games it will be given. How referees are a bit sometimes inconsistent with their decisions.
Over these years, but with this, Nathan Anafo believes he got it right, and the game just had to move on. Oh, was a bit of a tussle. Richard Kwabena just trying to find a way to kick the ball.
What I'm seeing so far from Tamale City, they are losing the battle. Psychologically, they are not okay. And you can feel it whenever.
Tamale City continue to make a lot of substitutions and keeping themselves checked here. Hope the right decision. Debibi United with a clearance. At this point, the plan is just clear. Leave Kwadwantri up front with his pace, with his hold.
With a striker who
Mujarid, very skillful, very silky. He manages to keep it in play. Mujarid goes down. And finally he gets the whistle.
Of course, you know, such experienced players knows how to kind of convince, overly dominating the box. So just try to use it, and maybe, just maybe, Tamale City has a plan.
That was the situation between. He knows what it takes to do this very job.
He really tested the two sides of life, you know. The first time he missed a penalty. The second time he was able to help one disqualify. Now back here again.
And Osman Zakaria will be one of the very few players to have played 3 different times in this playoff game.
Interesting.
Lot of experience under his belt. And Debibi United will be hoping to get that in this very crucial moment. Osaya
look for the available option and pass the ball through, but he wanted to try something and try to maybe.
The champions of this game. One spot is up for grabs in the Ghana Premier League. Is it going to be Debibi United? Is it going to be Tamale City? Who is going to take it? Tamale City.
Another set piece.
Yes, another set piece.
And well, maybe they've learned their lessons that look, no matter how they try to make it count for Tamale City in terms of the set pieces, they can try to defend it. But again, such moments are tricky. They can define games unexpectedly.
These situations that Tamale City actually got their first goal from, and Hamza Bukari. I think this time he's operating as a centre back. Very versatile, very industrious. And he's been doing this for this team for so many seasons now.
But look at Debibi's United midfield being so.
This is Zakaria. He gets to Al Hassan. And Hamza managed to draw a throw in. They know they are close.
Of course.
They know how close they are. And they'll just be hoping that nothing changes. Another
because it was kind of a 50-50 ball. The players were just trying to lock horns to it. And
Debibi United, as you said earlier, psychologically,
you know, for a team to go through such, even the second time, so frustrating. But again, every man must fight to the last breath within their lives. But I can see Tamale City throwing the towel gradually.
11 minutes for them to cross that line. How close are they? Excitement, the cacophony, the pandemonium. This is Sulemana. Isaac Niyama, not a happy man.
At this point, you may see him trying to be smiling, but within him, he's going through some uncertainties, nostalgia moment within his belly. You have to experience it to feel it. He's not just comfortable.
Lots of emotions.
Of course, you know, he might be looking so bold, but look, within his
Debibi United from a goal down. Good pass to Zakaria. How was he not able to control that, Zakaria Osman?
Look, the fact that Debibi are dominating attacking wise doesn't mean they should be gifting balls so easily. Look, some balls are meant to be aggressively attacked, but you see Debibi messing up.
Debibi United, would this be the fourth? Coach Hamza, what is he going to tell his boys? We are trailing by 3-1, yet these guys keep on creating.
And the more you try to attack, the more
you leave spaces.
A sharp turn result into another defending situation for you. Coaching is a bit hard, man. You just, at times, how do you balance this? You try to push harder. The opponent is attacking, exploiting your back. What do? You have to leave what you...
Zakaria. Another misplaced pass from the experienced man. What's happening here? Right at the 11th hour in this game, and you just have to understand. You just have to know how it works.
Sure, Hamza will be so glad. Especially, look, every single minute in football worth battling for. And like I said, when they get the second goal, it will interest so that the game can turn the other way around. But Debibi are very comfortable. At this point, no pressure. At this point, look, even when they lose the ball, they try to recover and gain it as early as possible. And every bit of the game is moving in their favor. And guess what? When you are at this apex, the game is in your hands to really give it away.
Debibi United just not forcing things, controlling the game. Umar Farouk, is he going to be booked? No. Umar has been left to walk away with that.
The clock is ticking so hard in favor of Debibi, and Hamza will not love it. But again, that is the regulation time, and maybe this is so nasty of a tackle.
They are just 7 minutes away of being declared a Premier League team. Looking at...
And Alexander Babio is right here. He just cannot sit.
You don't sit, man.
He moved for yourself and for your team and for your community. I am sure the goals of Debibi are going to be backing every little bit of second in the rest of the minute. And I believe that whatever they need to do it physically, the players must stay to it. Ancestral-wise, Debibi are backed, and I think that by now libation has been poured.
Just 6 minutes for them to be declared a team part of the elite teams in Ghana. This is the Access Bank Division 1 League Zone 1 playoff.
They got quality, man. Debibi United. Look at that first touch.
That is why they accumulated the most points in that zone. 60 as against 55 from Tamale City.
And it 53 goals scored mentally, trying to explain itself in a bitter way. But this time, look, it was obvious.
This is another good pass to Zakut. Debibi United 2-1.
You know what? When football is giving
2-1.
You know what? When football is giving you an advantage, you don't humiliate or embarrass football. Giving you an advantage. You don't humiliate or embarrass football. With what the baby are doing, look. With what the baby are doing, look. Football can act wickedly. Football can act wickedly. And the chances they are just missing can come out to hand them unexpectedly. Look, it is looking unlikely. It is looking unlikely. But that's football for you. They must be very cautious, especially how they are. But that's football for you. They must be very cautious, especially how they are missing chances. Missing chances.
Very good defensive duties. Very good defensive duties from Ibrahim Al Hassan. 6 corners. Umar Farouk.
And he is never checked as to whether is it lawfully. I don't believe so, because that ball should be on the line or within that arc. But well,
Umar Farouk gets away with that, and this is the second time.
Yeah, of course.
Tamale City. This is Hamza, good 10 from Hamza. This is Hamza, good 10 from Hamza. Would they pull one back again? And if they do, the rest of the minutes will be a very long one for Debibi United. They just don't need to concede again.
I think the evening has been decided. A blink away from making that first timers. But this time, Debibi have beaten that unpleasant record.
Momen Eliasu coming on to replace Ibrahim Al Hassan. Interesting. Just 2 minutes away, barring the other this season. You can.
Isaac Nyama, he was with Liberty Youth. He was dazzling. But again, he was brought purposely for Debibi to qualify to the Premier League. And here they are. Having
Eliasu. It was a bad cross from Momoni. And Debibi keeps it in check. To the far post. Zakaria arriving so late. Can they get one back? This isn't looking positive for Tamale City Football Club. They've been here before. They've been in the Premier League before. But the first timers, Debibi United, are really making the most of the opportunity. This Tamale City. Another corner kick.
And to a point, Tamale City could accumulate guys like Samson Eduku, Nafi Sulemana, Isaac York, the likes of Kamaradini Mahmoudou. Top guys. So it tells you that they've been a team that really enjoyed their moment in the Premier League. But again, that is football for you. You just can't have it all the time. And now they are struggling to make it count against debutant Debibi United in the playoffs.
90 minutes are up. Barring the additional time, Debibi United will be crowned. 5 minutes to be played. This is going to be a very long 5 minutes for both teams, especially Debibi United, knowing very well they need to get over that line. And you just can see from the bench, already celebrating, already in jubilant mood. This is football, and that is what sometimes you get.
You don't understand what they are doing. You might think they are crazy, but look, you just have to be in their shoes to feel it. Debibi United, look, when you invest in football, football reward you big. Look, they've really invested. Debibi United, and really, they are just an inch, a blink away from making history.
They are eons away from making it. And how are they going to do it? And just look at them. Just feel it.
You were in Debibi the last time. Watch that road and how the fans managed to organize themselves, pass through that mess. They are in Accra with the energy. Look at the distance to cover, about close to 10 hours. But again, they are here cheering up from minute 1 to the die embers. It's been their fans cheering up. And Tamale City fans are really quiet. I think they are now being patched back to where they're supposed to be. You can see them.
Gather the momentum from in the city of Accra this evening.
It's going to be a long from Accra to Tamale. It's going to be a very, very long journey for Tamale City.
Indeed, it's going to be a long journey. But for Debibi United, it's going to be a journey that they will forget how at least they have a chance to put more pressure on Debibi United. Sami Osai Akoto. That is the bench of Debibi. Already in a dancing mood.
I just want to see how Alexander Abibiona will be feeling right now. I just want to picture him within the stands. At this point, over the moon.
The moment he will be going through, what is this going to result into? It's another corner kick. Debibi United just making sure they don't concede.
I think it's over. You just cannot. The best magicians will not turn this around.
From the heart to turn this around.
And here, that rabbit will never come out from that kind of either a bag or whatever. Look, it will not happen here. If they try pulling it out, it will be killed inside that kind of net or whatever. Debibi will not allow it to happen. No.
Go side netting. They are aeons away, moments away, just a few seconds away from making it. And all eyes will be on Nathan Anafo. Is he going to blow the whistle? For how long are they going to wait? Seconds to end proceedings. And would the Premier League go to Debibi? Would they have a feel of the top flight football of Ghana? This could be the fourth. And Zakaria has missed it.
It's over, man. You are not turning this around.
So no whistle. The whistle comes. Oh boy, this is monumental. This is sensational. They will forever remember this day. It will forever stay with them, and it will forever be in their hearts. Daniel, just like a dream in their hearts, they are champions, and they are going to play in the Ghana Premier League next season. This is what you never want to miss.
Yeah, of course, they've really fought, they've really prepared, and when it matters most, they showed up. From a go down, they were able to bounce back. Look at the attitude, look at the character, look at the charisma, look at the personality from the likes of Kodjo Entry. And again in the second half, how they managed to tame every attacking powers of Tamale City. And again, for the first time playing the playoffs, Debibi have made it. And again, give it to them. When you really prepare and invest in football, that is what you get. It's not a mirage.
But here, it's Debibi United Premier League.
It's all a final day, and we've all done 90 minutes plus or 5 additional minutes. It is Debibi United who are victorious, who have won the championship so far as the Zone 1 is concerned, and they will be playing in next season's 2026-2027 Ghana Premier League. Joining me is their head coach, for Tamale City. Coach, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Well, Coach, we've done with the entire minute. You couldn't make it. What message do you have to say How did you see the game?
Change to Debibi. Football is about moments. We had our moments. We didn't make good use of it. Unfortunately, after taking the lead, we slept. They equalized, came back strongly, and then they had the D. Since they had the equalizer and the second goal, I mean, they were on top till the end. So we say congratulations to them.
A hard defeat to take?
Very hard to take, because this is not what I expected, and this is not what was expected from the team. But hey, that's football. We'll pick up the pieces, and God willing, we'll come back strongly.
What have you delivered in terms of the task being given by your teams? I mean, administration and also the supporters at large, and also.
Of course, no. Of course, as I said earlier on, we had our moments. We couldn't utilize those moments. They had theirs and utilize it.
Okay.
So it's football. So congratulations to Debibi.
All right, nice speaking with you, coach, and I wish you all in the future. So that was the head coach, Hamza Mohammed, is the technical head of Tamale City. They couldn't make it, and they would have to go back to the drawing board and come next season again. So they will be playing in Zone 1A again for the upcoming 2026-2027 season. Joining me is the winning coach, Isaac Niama. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach, express yourself. You've made it. This memorable moment for you yourself as the technical team, guiding Debibi United to play in the Ghana Premier League. Huge moment, memorable day. What message do you have to, send across yourself? How did you see the game, and also to the larger part, management and the entire supporting base?
I think I'm very happy. I'm the happiest man on earth today. This is a dream come true. I've always been waiting for this moment. I've been coaching for the past 15 years, and I just wanted to make history. I signed a contract with this team, and they promised me to make sure that I bring them to the Premiership. And I've done it. I still don't believe it. I still
going down by a lone goal in the early stages and coming back to get the goal equalized, and also found 2 goals, adding making it 3-1. It was just a super
we have been doing it since our league time. Sometimes we consider and come back. So comeback is not anything that is difficult for me. But for me, I want to use this opportunity to thank my club president, Nana Alexander Ababio, and the management team. They have really supported me since I took over the coaching job this season. They have really supported me. I cannot express my thanksgiving to them. They have made my dreams come true by qualifying the team to the Premiership.
All right, the way forward next season, what should we be expecting from Debibi United? And
I'm giving Debibi supporters 2 years. If only I'm going to be in the hamster for first, I'm going to win the Ghana Premier League for them. After 2 years, I'm going to do that. But for me,
the season also commences September.
So for me, my happiness is that I've made history. People thought it was a fluke when we were playing the league and I had 60 points. But today they have seen it. They have seen it. This players does not deserve to play in the Division 1.
So you are ready for the
We are ever ready. We are ever ready. We have come to stay in the Ghana Premier League.
All right, now
and the big guys should be ready for us.
All right, the likes of Kotoko has.
Yeah, they should be ready. We are coming back to play Kotoko as a folk here. Okay. And I will be happy to meet my father, my role model in coaching, Didi Dramani, to meet him on the touchline.
A nice weekend. So that was the head coach, Niama. He's so excited, super glad, happy. He is the happiest man on earth today, having guided Debibi United to feature in the upcoming season so far as the Ghana Premier League is concerned. The man, Enchi, had a hat trick. Wow, what a moment. Can be betraying. A day after someone performed by a goal, move back, Ebabe shed 3 goals. Now, Kwana, we shed 3 goals. Where your debut? Minyin is a rebefida. And then I can.
Yankopon say, Odin Kumdi, your can no credit. Moment to be a career. Minyin said, be happy with that. For scoring 3 goals to qualify the BB Premier. Yeah, I'm so amazing. Man, Yajepa, man, really feed that.
Well, and then I'll catch your supporters, and then team management, and one coaches are play key role. And what would you make the way?
Yeah, my catch on said, on my support from match day 1 Pepim Assembly. Without them, natural circle, Drew, you can't say, don't massive on Pepe, so I'm able to do. Omunti, and I'm motivated to immediate qualification, but I can't say, I'm sure, don't massive.
All right, a hat trick. He scored all the goals for the BB United, and they are through to Ghana Premier League for the upcoming season 2026-2027. It's time to zoom to studios. So now, if you are there, you take over from studios.
Yeah, I think that all too soon. They've exerted their authority over the game. Amuzu said, hey. So let me start with you, Amuzu. At the end of 90 minutes, Debibi United, they've triumphed. Now they've got into the Ghana Premier League. And as you can see on your screens, the president of the Ghana Football Association, Mr. Ket Okreku, and he also doubles as the second vice president of CAF. He's there, and you can see the medal. Amuzu, the match has ended.
Well, that's it. Congratulations to Debibi United. You've done well. It was a hard-fought victory. At a point, they took control of the game. It was clear that they were the better side. So I think they must deserve it. And congratulations to them.
I understand the reason why you are down, because you were rooting for Tamale Cities to win. Coach Ebenezer Sisefa, our coach told him from the beginning, then Amuzu, his first tiger didn't go for his money, and so that is the referees on your screen, Bakai, then Nathan Afo. 90 minutes, the match has ended.
They are welcome to the Ghana Premier League. And I believe that game they've executed today, they need to do one or two adapts. But we know that from Division 1 to the Premier League, it's a different ball game altogether. But congratulations to them. Their coach was very happy. 5 minutes to the end of the game, he forgot about his team and he was just related with the fans. And I think it is the lovely scene that we've seen this afternoon. They've done very well. But for Tamale City, I think they need to go back and then move forward. Probably next season, we're not be lucky to be part of the Ghana Premier League.
I don't know, before the game, Najee said, let's wait and see if it's going to be the same path for the thing. And here they are, receiving their medals.
Yeah, Nana, I asked myself, are we going to witness the same trend, or there's going to be a paradigm shift when it comes to the playoffs? And I can tell you, now when you look at the BA teams, they are now 5 teams, right? DBB added, so they are now 5 teams. It tells you the dominance of the Bunahafu teams when it comes to the Premier League now. So to me, they've really done well, but for them to stay in the Premier League, that is another thing. Because we've seen Legon Cities, when they came in, they changed their name to 11 Wonders, and now where are they now? They are going back to Division 1. Debibi United is replacing them. As Coach Ebenezer Sisefa said, they are welcome. But the Ghana Premier League
it's not an easy task.
That is it. That is it. So they are welcome, but they need to up their game when it comes to the Ghana Premier League. Amuzu, so you can see the president of the Ghana Football Association, Mr. Ketia Okreku, giving them the medals. I know Tamale Cities, they are dejected, they are taken aback, they are surprised, because this is the second time at this venue that they've lost the playoff.
Well, I believe that, like I was always saying this in the first, before the first half, they will be very structured. Tamale City are not structured. You could clearly see that from how the game went. I think that if they want to come back here to the Accra Stadium again to qualify, there's a lot of job they have to do. Player quality, trying to carry their team up. I didn't see that of Tamale City. They were nowhere to be found. They didn't enjoy that kind of atmosphere. I think that the Tamale City management should understand that now this is what we do before I get results. Bring in your supporters, mobilize your fan base in Accra, let them come and cheer your team up. And I'm sure if they had done that, it would have been a different ball game altogether. But Debibi took advantage. They were planned this occasion, and yes, they've gotten it. I think that they deserve it. And then, like Coach said, to play in the Ghana Premier League, it takes a lot. If you are not careful, the first season you go back. They serve well, and then they are good to go. For me, I think that the BA teams are trying to show command in the GPL. 5 teams from BA, Border Half region, is something that must be really commended. I think they've done so well. Greater Accra, how many teams here? About 3 teams here. How many teams in Ashanti region? 2. I think that these are things that people should learn. The regions are doing so well. So I think that BA United, Border Half region have done so well by keeping themselves always active in the Ghana Premier League. Congratulations to the United. They've done so well, so well. And then Honorable Alexander has done so well. It's so easy to qualify a team from Division 1 to the Premier League, especially from the Zone 1. Very difficult area. But I think that Coach Niam also deserves some kind of praise. He's been in Accra. He knows Accra terrain. He's an Accra boy. So Accra Sports Stadium was not new to him. I think he also added something to the Debibi team. And then they've chalked this success. Congratulations to them once again. They've done so well.
Coach, the first team to qualify was Port City. They qualified. Then FC Ashgold, they were the second team to qualify. And this weekend, their match will be coming on in Obuasi when they play against King Faisal. Now the third team have qualified. Coach, let's expand our tentacles a bit. The 3 teams that have qualified, how do you see them? Do they deserve the qualification?
Yeah, I believe they do deserve the qualification. And looking at their backbones, I'm talking about the financial aspect of the clubs. I mean, Port City, we all know what push. This is a strong force. I heard Amuzu talking about 5 clubs coming from the Bruno side. And I believe that if you are a Premiership club and you want to do pre-season, I think that you need to go up there, do your pre-season out there, which will definitely help you. And for me, I believe that they have done very, very well. The 3 clubs that are coming in, look, it is good. We are going to have these clubs into the Ghana Premier League. For me, Port City is going to be a strong force at Kokwantumi. We're going to have Ashgold at Obuasi Clay Sports Stadium. And of course, Debibi at the Bruno side. For me, I'm told that they're going to play their games at Wenchi. No, Techiman. I'm told that they're going to play their games at Techiman. From Techiman to Debibi, the fans will be there. And it is lovely. It is going to be a community team, which I think that is helping our football. You go to Century, that is Summer Boy. Summer Test is there. Unfortunately, Wawa is not in. When you go to Bechem, we have Bechem United. When you go to Doma, Ediana is there. And you go to Brekum Chelsea is there. When it comes to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Ablankese, we have Nations FC. So for me, it is a good omen for Ghana football to have community teams coming in. With that, you're going to have more of their support, more of their fans following their community teams. And for me, it is a plus. And I must say that 3 of them are welcome to the Ghana Premier League, but they should look at or probably recall what has happened to their predecessors who came into the Ghana Premier League and they couldn't sustain.
So for the first time in the history of the Division 1 League, we had a 6 television station telecasting this match live, talking about Metro TV, Original TV, Adom TV, Joy Prime, AFA Sports Channel, Kesbin TV, and AFA Sports Plus. And for the first time, we had the Queen of Sports hosting this show alongside me. So let's talk about the coverage. Nana.
We also have Globe TV.
Yeah, Globe TV. So making 7.
This is
It's unprecedented. And for me, it's lovely. This is what we need in Ghana football.
Yes.
Alpha TV has been wonderful. I remember when they were telecasting the Ghana Premier League. I mean, everywhere you go, people watch on Adum TV, Original TV, Metro TV, all over. And people talk about the coverage, the quality. And for me, playoff of Ghana Division 1 League and our 7 TV stations having it live. Everybody in Ghana is going to talk about it. And I'm sure tomorrow we're going to have a lot of discussions from all over the networks, be it radio or TV. Congratulations to Alpha Media. They've done very well. And of course, the CEO of Alpha Media. Dog. Wonderful dog. Congratulations to you. You've done a marvelous job. And I think that Alpha Media is gone all the way. And I think that everybody will be talking about
the trophy. So, Amuzu can be quiet. So BA. Amuzu, now we'll be joining the fan zone any JFA from now. Okay, they are not coming. So we can see Debibi United. They came, they've conquered, and we have to say congratulations to them. They've really done well. It hasn't been easy because they started from Division 2, they came to Division 1, and now they've qualified for the Ghana Premier League. So a very big thank you to everybody, to the crew. What should I say? You started the AKA X to you. And for the CEO, I don't know what to tell to Ghana. And he has done it once again with 7 television telecasting live the Access Bank Division 1 League playoff between Debibi United and Tamale Cities. Dr. Kukubaini, a big thank you to you. Let's go to the FA. We start with Ketia Sepeku, President.
You know, he just arrived at the airport and he rushed
from the airport and rushed to the
airport and he rushed to the stadium, and it was wonderful. And the dignitaries out there, Moses Amapaka, you have the likes of Alaji Akambi of Accra House of Folk, you have the likes of Samuel Abobri, the Greater Accra Regional RFA chairman, and Eugene, and ESCO member. And this way, we have the Professor Minta, technical director of the Ghana Football Association. They were all in to support this great occasion, and I think that Ghana Football has won, not Debibi United, but Ghana Football has really won. Everything is settled, the fans are out there, there's no any incident, there's no any bad blood. Tamale City has considered defeat, and I think that they have to go home and then come back. And I think that David
Naya, the sports queen. My name is Tanakwesi Ajma Prapa Jr. Of course, you can call me Naji, the darling boy. It's bye for now. BA. So, bye for now. And we are going to spend the holidays in BA. Yeah? I'm going to your hometown. BA. I was quiet, but okay. So, it's bye for now.
Thank you so much for watching. What do you mean,